Apparently I'm not.
Go.
Oh, true. The big TV's not on.
Oh, hello.
Of that
Welcome
TV?
back.
No.
Oh, are we seriously on?
Yeah.
Hi. We're not
How's
ready.
everybody doing?
We're
Hi,
half ready. I
everybody.
still haven't
Good
turned
evening.
on the TV for.
Session 10. 10
Oh, wow.
sessions.
And
yeah.
we still haven't gotten the hang of it.
Double digits.
And we still don't know what we're doing.
Still the disaster stream.
How good is the audio, by the
Well,
way?
welcome everyone as I am getting to the place where I need to get the music because we don't have the hang of this. Hi, welcome to Nat Disaster. It's a D&D live stream with a bunch of stupid friends.
I need
Alright.
that.
Trying
I
to
need
figure out
that
how to play
mouse.
D&D. We have a new, better setup
that?
now. We have a mic that's now hanging, so you
And
know
Conlon
maybe
put a
better
studio
audio
light up
quality.
that he put a piece of paper in front of our light.
Yeah, we're still
Hopefully
low
better.
budget.
Not a studio light.
I changed it.
Hopefully
What are
a
you
little
doing?
better That's for my everybody.
I'm trying to do several things at once, Ryan. That's what I'm doing.
Over there,
The
over there.
disaster stream.
Because apparently it ignored
Yeah,
our
I know.
change of the stream
It's
name.
okay.
Whatever.
It still says 9.
I told you.
I
that it
changed it last night
I
twice.
told you it wasn't gonna do it. Twitch is weird.
It did
Twitch,
it last
thank
time.
you for letting us do this. You know,
We're really
Please,
having an issue.
please
Well, it's not my
It's
fault.
just us.
sponsor
We're
us.
technical difficulties.
Sponsor us, Twitch.
What alcohol did you put in this?
But yes,
Baileys?
so thank you for
Oh,
joining
Oh, so
us.
it
yeah.
saved it, but
You
didn't
could have given
save
me a
it.
glass of
This is
Bailey's. I
session
didn't have
10.
it.
So,
Do you want to try mine?
as
A little bit.
usual, thank you to everybody who
We
got
did
whiskey.
help out this stream. Thank you
Right
for
here.
Not
the
sponsored by Bailey's.
tabletop things for getting
Not.
us our cool new items that I got last time.
Too
Thank
much.
you to my friends who
What?
created all the artwork. Thank you to London.
It
Thank
should
you
show
so much for
both.
the
It
map.
should have already
Yeah,
showed
it's
up.
too much.
If anybody does want to provide any music or artwork for
alcohol
us,
burn.
please let us know. You can reach out to us at our Google Google email or Gmail at natdisaster natdisaster @gmail.com. We'll be happy
Conlon,
to
I realized my
Where's
failure.
Where's
put
my
any
lucky?
bit on the stream.
I didn't bring
shout
my
you guys
boozy.
out. You can
I
also
need you to type
follow
in
us
that.
on our
thing,
Instagram and
Twitch.
our Twitter. We got Instagram and Twitter at natdisasterdnd, same as in the Gmail.
Is that?
No, just type T.
And
There it
thank
is.
you to Epidemic Sound for not sponsoring us, but providing a copyright-free music to play in the background during our stream.
I'm pretty sure it's on top.
Baked potato.
Baked potatoes! And thank you to
Chili.
alcohol.
Thank
Yes.
you, alcohol.
Okay,
We
that's
are
good.
all of age.
Answer?
Thank you very much.
It's
Hey,
very
alcohol,
Oh.
sponsor us.
Hey,
Alcohol!
alcohol.
Sponsor
Hey,
us!
alcohol.
Any
Please?
alcohol, sponsor us. We'll drink
Hey,
you in
Malibu.
every single
Hit me
stream.
up.
Malibu Black. Please, you're so good.
Pretty much any whiskey.
Any alcohol.
Yeah,
Just-
rum, whiskey, you know.
For me, any tequila
Bourbon.
or any
Bourbon.
rum. All about
And
it.
Movies Anywhere, the commercial that's playing in the background, sponsor us.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You don't hear it.
You don't hear it. Oh.
But
I
that
finally
is
get to
all
sit.
I have for regular announcements.
way too
Hi,
much cheese
I
on
skipped
potato.
this step of the process. I'm Brian
It's just
Creevy.
cheese.
I'm the dungeon master of this game, Nat Disaster. Going around the table.
I'm the disaster master.
I'm Colin Rose. What'd she say?
Disaster master.
What are you talking about?
Yes, that's my new title. We're changing that next stream. I'm Disaster Master.
It's still his DM.
Look at your face.
It looks like I got too much blood.
Y'all forget that I'm a genius. I came up with Nat Disaster as well.
Okay. We're continuing with intros.
So, around the table.
I'm Colin Rose. I am.
Bracket.
I play Bracket, the paladin.
Forgot
who
his
is
whole life.
Just who doesn't know why he's here, how he got here. He's a paladin.
He's just here.
He's an Asmar paladin who's a
He's an ass.
bass.
Amar.
He's a badass.
I'm Ames. I play Jinrash. Yeah, I'm just kind of a dragon.
Born.
Just
Barbarian.
doing a lot.
There's a
For
distinct
now.
difference between dragon and dragonborn.
I know.
I am a
I'm going to
dragon.
become a dragon, though.
I am a
I'm
dragon.
going to do it.
You can
For
certainly
Sen.
try. Thank you, Matt.
She's eating. She has her mouth full. And she
Come
had
on, Sokka. Come on.
My name is Asia Kobe. I like baked potatoes. I play Kyron. I'm a druid who's half elven because I'm cute as shit. And I like baked potatoes. And also, wait, no. On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. It's October 3rd.
Take this off. I don't want it to spill.
Hi, my name's Vicky. I play Knock, the
halfling ranger, and I like chili. I'm offended that
Gotta
none
roll
of
the
you wore
labels
pink.
out.
It's Mean Girls Day.
And then,
I wore yellow.
all the way in a far, far away state, we
No
have
land. It's
the
faraway land. It's a faraway land.
Somewhere place.
The
Somewhere
majestic
place.
beard, Mr.
It is a faraway land.
Yes.
And
I am
far
Callum.
away.
I play Naresh. I'm the College of Discord Bard. I'm quite bardly.
I'm quite birdly.
Bardly. Quite bardly indeed. my
Quite
good
beardly.
Quite, ooh!
Ooh, he's beardly.
We're full of puns tonight.
Yeah, we're
I
on
like
with
it.
the puns.
This is a good pun day. I feel like this is gonna be a pun episode.
No,
I
it's
dig
bad it's
it.
not Monday. That'd be
Monday! It's Mean Girls Day.
Oh, that was way too much Malibu.
Oh,
Is there such a thing?
one other
Yeah.
thing. Nothing
It
too
was right here.
important,
Is this
but
much?
also
How dark it
very
is. That was
important.
blue.
Open it.
I am wearing a shirt right now.
Not
It is
aiming
for
towards me.
Alzheimer's awareness. It is something very dear to me. So just wanted to make sure I shout that out. Alzheimer's
and you
told me-
awareness.
whole body
It
shivers.
is something that affects
Oh,
a lot
let
of
me-
us.
whole-
It has
oh,
affected my
comment.
life, and I
You
hope
shot.
one day we do join together to find a cure.
Oh, I thought we were gonna all intro our shirts.
I'm wearing a pink sweater because it's October 3rd, aka Mean Girls Day, because on October 3rd, he asked me what day it was.
I'm wearing a Deadpool shirt because
Oh,
Deadpool.
Because
I'm
Mames
just
is
bored.
wearing
Breaks the fourth wall.
basically.
Deadpool.
He's
What
wearing a
Jim
nicer
Rash is wearing.
version of what he normally wears.
That's
It's the
basically.
same
Yeah.
shirt, but a different color.
I'm wearing
It's
a
nicer. It
Mitski
has a
shirt.
collar, a real one.
Mitski,
It-
woo!
It's an actual nice shirt.
We like Mitski.
We like Mitski.
I don't know if Callum's wearing anything special, but it looks like it's just a sweater.
I'm wearing a plain gray T-shirt. Like, what do you want
I'm
from
just
me?
wearing black.
What do you
Brands!
want
We need
from-
brands,
What
man!
do you
got
want
that.
from me? What do you want from me?
We'll get copyright stricken.
Nah, we don't think that good as
It's
singers.
less than 30 seconds. We're fine.
It's an example.
So, if,
Fair
ev-
use.
if everybody is all set,
Am I? Am I all
let's
set?
recap the disasters that
Yeah,
have
everyone just be quiet while he
passed.
talks for the next 5 minutes.
Okay.
So,
I'll eat my
recapping the 9 sessions so far, I've written maybe about a fourth of what I need to say, so the rest is going to be improv. Okay. So, the group we have here met in the Hunter's Branch Tavern, hearing the story of the 2 brothers of creations and the brother of ending. On the morning of the preservation celebration in the city of Ladris, the town touched by angels, tasked with delivering benches from the Falsethis lumberyard
That's what I
for the
do.
celebration, and
I do what I
delivering
do.
a jar of divine importance to the town cleric. The group decided to travel together, meeting the mayor, the town captain, the town cleric, several children, almost
You want
impaling
some,
one
get
of
some
them,
upstairs. Sorry, she asked if you want.
almost impaling one of the children,
Yeah, them kids.
Excuse you.
and several other colorful
stole
shopkeepers
from
in the
us.
town.
Oh, those kids.
Urem and Hope.
Yep. The ones that.
We like them still, though.
I mean,
Are you sure?
We did teach them a lesson. I just wanted to be a little more
taught them
violent.
a lesson.
I think that more later. It's
Later
okay.
at the celebration, that
I
they
ate at
did
3
a lot of
o'clock. My
festival
lunch was
games,
3 o'clock.
but then at the actual ceremony
pizza.
for the jar of preservation, the item they delivered to the town cleric,
It was my lunch.
there was an attack. There was a hellhound, several jackal wares, skeletons, and by the end of it, Zytalia's promised the giant structure that sealed away the blackened tear where the brother of endings was. It was damaged, but sustained by Muri, the town cleric's divine intervention. Afterwards, gathering the group, Muri tasked the group with delivering a message to the great druid Azariah of Nyra's Grove, and deliver the jar of preservation to Warrior's Rest. The group leaving the next morning, they investigated a strange hole in the ground, finding treasure,
Strange hole.
a shrine to Nyra, and unbeknownst to them, a propane tank.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeet!
Also in that shrine,
With
that shrine,
we said,
Nox started
yeet.
seeing even
You're
more
welcome,
visions
guys.
of
I found it
a
that.
giant owl that has been
It was
trying to
this
reach
close
out
to
to
becoming
her
a gold
in
nomination.
her dreams,
A cutie.
and in suddenly it must be a different realm.
Wow.
Afterwards, discovering how the propane tank works, the group
We
traveled
said
further
yeet.
south and
Also
met
because of
a
me.
group of basically a band, the Sub-City Ravens, Jazzful,
Yeah.
Oh,
Zane, and Kalia.
oh, Jasper, that
Yeet.
beautiful
After a
piece
lot
ass.
of flirting,
So you need to give
Yeah.
us people with you have to give us 4 characters in a group so that we all have one to hit on.
There's
Yeah.
5.
5 people.
You also need an animal.
But
Okay, we can't count.
Now we need
Jinrash
an animal.
hasn't really hit on anybody yet.
He
because
I
hit
hit
on
on
one.
dragon.
He hit on one person
Oh,
who
he
is
hit on one, but
severely
he
younger
hit on
than
her
him.
hard.
That's true.
He hasn't had to do it for a while.
Later that night, the group got
he only likes
attacked by
Mm-hmm.
a group of grassland bandits known as the
I like
Bandits of the
everybody.
Grasslands,
It's okay. It's
I'm
gonna
like, oh, your heart is beating sick.
with the one leader
Oh, it's
Christian
not.
Oh, it's not? Alright.
Wait, this is
demanding
important.
Christian demanding all of their food supplies in the jar. The group cleverly distracted them for almost long enough for the paladin to get his armor
So
on,
close.
and got the
9
propane
minutes.
tank
So
up
close.
next to
9
the
minutes.
leader. The leader then had the propane next to him, and uttering the one word, "sorry," our bard cast Shatter on the
Damn it,
propane
Naresh.
tank
Why would you say sorry?
and blew up
Because
everybody
we
on the
were
cliff.
taking
You wanted the propane tank.
Yeah, we wanted to make it
I
closer.
wanted the
After
propane tank for
escaping the
world
fight-
domination.
And saving one of the band
For
members,
world
Jazzful, from death.
Yes,
They
he
discovered
did.
Thanks for
that-
saving my girlfriend.
They discovered
did
that the leader of the Gandits, or at least that group of them, Christian, somehow survived and got away.
Bastard.
Leaving further south, the group ended up parting ways with the band after flirting some more and also getting them some weaponry.
Duh.
They
Oh,
met a traveling caravan, which they never got the name
With
of
a
the
really
caravan,
cute
but
ginger.
you know, maybe they'll get it one day. And
And find her.
they bought a bunch of supplies. Kyron flirted more with somebody.
It was a ginger. I couldn't resist.
Jinrash flirted with somebody
flirt with-
way
Right,
younger
it is a
than
ginger.
him.
Oh
And
yeah.
It's fine.
I think
It
this
don't
is a little
matter.
too close.
And
But
the
brackets other ones I know I'm gonna
and
leave.
Asia, your favorite part of the campaign so far, a water elemental up here.
Sorry, Brian. Oh, it's okay.
Searching for a chaos fragment that seemed like it knew Charles had it on. The group defending him and the
Charles,
rest.
you're lucky.
With the help of Charles, Yavir, Dalastrar,
Didn't die.
and Ellipsi, the group was able to defeat the water elemental,
And you didn't
And I got a flower garden.
acquire the chaos fragment from Charles after some good persuasion. They also
There's
got a
Jason.
folding boat and a flower garden as well. Soon after, a familiar face they met from the preservation celebration, Guard, a mailman of sorts, appeared to them, delivering a strange message to Naresh.
Oh, wait until I
An
call him
invitation for a place
again. Oh god.
from his past, apparently making another
In the dungeon.
appear.
Oh god.
Mandramar's roving posse, a circus. And it was a message from Muri, the town cleric, asking him to come back. The group separating temporarily. Naresh went back up to Ladris, learning a little bit more information about the Gandits, upgrading his inventory, and also delivering the Chaos Fragment to Muri for more information. And also learning a little bit more about perception of monsters and good and evil. Afterwards, the rest of the group, traveling towards Naira's Grove, Jinrash heard a voice on the wind.
Yeah.
Let him know it's watching
find
him.
what that is.
Always watching him.
It's starting to creep me out.
Later that night,
I just got called
Vicky.
angelic.
Knock, separated from the party, opting out of her long rest
Yes, I did.
to perform a ritual
that's bracket.
that her tribe is very used to getting an animal companion, summoning
Let's fix this.
forth the exact giant owl that has been reaching out to her,
She
forming a
wants
bond,
to be my friend.
forming a bond with Vane, or Sylvain as its actual name.
And then
She reconvened with the group. The group finally got to Azariah in Naira's Grove, delivered the message. After some games, trying to win some interesting prizes, setting some goals later on,
So close.
and getting some more weapons out of inventory.
Pause. I want to try and make this shot.
Good job.
He's a failure.
Wait, I know I shouldn't be interrupting, but does anyone see that new trend that it's like you put a cup across and you start throwing pens in and you say statements while you throw it in, and the ones that make it in are the true ones? This girl was throwing things, she went, "I'm the spawn of Satan," and it landed in the cup and she went, "What?" And she tried 3 times. All 3 times she said, "I'm the spawn of Satan," and the pen went in the cup. And it's my
That's-
favorite thing to watch. Oh.
Modern memes.
Anyway,
I'm the spawn of Satan.
I'm the disaster master.
Oh!
There's coffee in that! Exactly that.
Once, get in my cup without seeing.
I'm the spawn of Satan.
Nope.
No.
I'm not then.
No, you're too cute.
So, after getting more
Wait a
weaponry
second.
and having an
Who
emotional
said this
moment
one of
back,
Satan is cute?
and after having an emotional moment back at Kyron's house, and also getting somebody to finally actually flirt back with Bracket,
Finally.
the group noticed a goblin attack.
Oh, she was supposedly super hot, so like.
After Kyron's father,
told.
Zavros, the great druid Azariah, told them they can
She was
handle
the
it,
hottest
get up to Warrior's Rest.
Hi, Dad.
They let them know that to find a mirror and get that jar sealed away inside Warrior's Rest. The
It
group
must be really
traveled
funny
north,
because Casey's over there giggling.
getting attacked by plants and fungus that are starting to occupy the Shade Shower Forest. Another fun encounter for the party.
Ripped those bitches in half.
Yes, you did. And then long resting, they traveled upriver, reconvening with Naresh across the river after attempting to get in a boat and steer it correctly for the first time. You guys linked up with Naresh, and also that night, Nock, who acquired a strange watch of sorts. She doesn't know it's a watch, but it's a wristwatch. She opened it up that night, finding a secret message inside. The group still determining what the message is guiding them towards.
Are you glaring at me?
I'm looking
Oh,
at the
yes.
group. The group finally reaching Warrior's Lake and Warrior's Rest. They got to the other side to notice goblins running out
Shit, not goblins.
on fire.
Yeah. That's what they
Knock
deserve.
without even hesitating, taking a shot.
I see a goblin, I shoot it.
I see one.
Hi,
I
we're
shoot
friends.
it.
Ah, you killed him.
Can you imagine one comes up and he's like supposed to be like a main character and she just shoots him through the face?
I mean, in Critical Role one time, sorry, getting away for a second, there was a goblin in a fire pit, and they set it on fire, and then Matt Mercer just ripped the character sheet in half. He was just like, guess
Yeah.
he's dead.
Yeah.
So it happens.
Oh my god.
No, here's the thing. If I saw a goblin that seemed to not be trying to attack me and my friends, then yeah, I would
They
shoot
weren't. They're
it.
running around on fire.
They were on fire.
I love it. I was like, 3 goblins here. I shoot. 3 goblins on fire. Oh my god.
I shot it.
Mercy
Oh
kill.
I
shit.
mean,
Yeah,
Mercy
you mercy
kill.
killed it. There
yeah,
you
I'm
go.
With-
a
Mercy
kind
kill.
person.
With the goblins dying after burning to death, falling in the water, the group noticed a mirror of
Shiny.
sorts fall into the water.
Shiny.
Attempting
Shiny.
to grab the mirror as it fell down river, it ended up falling down a drain, and Nock, finding her expertise with the longbow firing underwater, was able to bring the mirror back up, noticing a key point of it, a rainbow
Miraculously.
stone was gone. Fire newts underneath, noticing their presence and coming up.
Rude.
Shortly after just discussing about the mirror, the fire newts came out and the group got into another fray. Soon fog clouds appearing and more than what was supposed to happen, attacking them at once.
We murked all them bitches.
Yeah, we killed them, so it doesn't matter.
Bracket even
Somehow.
finally realizing an ability he can
He
even
can
use
fly!
to
I can fly!
He can fly!
And the
That
group
probably peaked the mic real bad.
Oh yeah, it did.
having wings.
I apologize.
Him, Vane, and the rest of the group fought off these fire newts and magma mephits, and were able to
Need a nice weapon.
clear out the room, getting the fog out of the way. With a ace perception check by Naresh,
Thanks,
looking down the
Naresh.
drain through the water, noticed the very stone they were looking for was down the 3rd level, just at the end of the range Nock could reach with her bow underwater.
Naresh, what's your intelligence?
All of it.
I believe a 15.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Mhm.
Okay.
With-
Mine's only 13.
Mine's
With
13.
taking a
So
shot underwater, bardically inspired by their bard. Nock hit a
I don't know.
30 to
Plus high
hit.
5.
13 round.
30 to hit, my guys.
Got
Listening to an
her
ad with
sap
epic
that
music.
she chews on from bark in the Shade Shower Forest to stick to the gem and brought it back up safely. And that is where the group ended off on their way to a short rest outside of the cave. You guys all walk out.
Knock.
You guys all walk outside of that area, and it is still daytime. It seems like it's a little bit past midday at this point. You guys all decide to take a well-deserved rest.
So I pretty much have just come up to Kyron. I hugged her, and I just go, I got it. And I show it to her, and I'm like, this
I take it.
is really important. But I think it really
I guess I won't be holding on to it.
No, listen to me. I think that you should be the one who holds on to it because you are the most perceptive person in our group. It is meant to find hidden rooms in this place. I think you're the person who should have it.
Sick. The first time
It's meant to find what?
Hidden rooms in this,
Wait a
First time I
sec.
got trusted with something.
in this cave.
Immediately drops some shadows.
I know,
Cool.
immediately drops it.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm not standing anywhere near the mirror, but I'm complimenting Knock. I'm like,
thank you.
yo, that was a good shot.
Thank you. I mean, I don't know how well
What
you
are you
could see
hiding?
it because I was underwater at the time. But,
I mean, but I saw the gem, so I probably saw the shot.
oh, okay.
And you did bring the gem up.
That's
so
true.
Clearly, good shot.
Something pretty interesting happened.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like I probably shouldn't have been able to get it.
It's been 731 days
Of what?
Since you met. Oh, okay. Yep.
since I met
I
Ed
think-
Sheeran.
I think Naira probably is why I made that shot. Honestly, I think
Thank
the
Naira.
only reason I was able to make that shot is because God helped or something.
Thank you,
Oh.
God. You're so
Oh my
wonderful. Let me
Naira.
speak
'Cause I
how
mean,
gods are great.
I have made shots much easier than that and missed. So I think that was luck and help from literally Naira.
Maybe it's all the gods. All the good gods, not the bad gods.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the good gods.
Maybe Xylia helped me too. Haven't met her though. Have met Naira.
True.
Are you sure?
According to her.
We'll work on. We'll work.
According to her.
We'll
Well, I saw
work
her
on
again in that
Mrs.
dream,
Mead. I
so.
can't speak today at all. I'm just
I
gonna
didn't
not.
talk to her, but I saw her again.
Bolt coming
Check
up.
some of
On,
this.
Bolt coming up on Bracket's shoulder. Just. Bolt Bracket's mouse.
I have a
Not
quick
talking?
question for
Not talking, just looking.
for
Looking at you.
Naresh. When we take a long rest, do we have to use one of our hit die to get the benefit of your D6?
I believe he rolls the d6, right, and then everybody gets that d6, right?
So you don't
If
have
I
to
play
use.
Song of Rest.
Yes. So you guys are
No,
short rest.
they roll the additional d6.
Oh, they do.
Oh, okay. So we don't have to roll our own hit
I
die.
can
if we
actually
don't
read it
choose.
real quick.
Yeah, go
Let's
ahead. Just so
double
we
check.
know exactly. So you
'Cause I
guys
want to make
are
sure.
you guys are taking a long rest right now.
Short rest.
Short rest. Sorry. Short
Everyone
rest.
at the same
While
time,
we're
short rest.
resting,
So you do have to spend a hit dice if you
Yes.
regain hit points by
So-
spending a hit dice.
So,
okay.
Those creatures regain an extra 1d6 hit points.
so just so everybody knows here, because short rests are probably going to become a important thing in this dungeon crawl. You guys are all 4th level right now. So 4th level characters have 4 hit die. Your hit die is your die for your character. Most of you are you're D8, you're D8, no, you're D8,
I'm a D10.
you're D10, you're Callum's D8, you're D10, you're a
A
D12.
D12 plus 3.
So you each have 4 D12. On a short rest, you can expend as many of those as you want. You regain that hit point plus your con mod on each die. However, after you use those up, they're used up. When you use when you have a long rest, you regain up to half your maximum.
I choose not to take a short rest.
I
Okay.
still have full
Um,
health.
I
Vane
have
and
to.
I
I need to.
So how many hit
Well,
die
don't
would
you
you
Well,
get
I'm
like?
gonna
your-
sing a
don't you get
Song
your
of Rest for Bracket.
Wages back or anything? Oh, okay.
So
I get my
Asia-
wild chips
Give me
back.
one.
Yep, so Asia, while you are short resting and determining how many hit die you use, Callum is doing a Song of Rest. He's playing music as
So
you guys
you
are
get a
resting, so you get
D6
an
as
additional
well.
D6.
Okay.
So
So
that
what?
doesn't get your con mod. So choose how many D8 you want. You roll
I would
that.
just throw one.
One.
Okay, roll that and add your
And
concentration
actually,
mod.
I rolled a d6 for them.
4 plus.
You roll a
Plus
D6
zero.
rest?
So 4.
So
But
4,
Callum's
but
rolling a
Callum's
D6.
gonna roll a D6
Yeah.
as well.
So go ahead.
She got a 4.
I got a 6.
Nice.
So you get to regain 10
You're
hit
up
points.
to your.
Bracket, you're restoring hit points with your rest. How many are you doing?
So you said it's plus.
Can I go above?
You do up to
Proficiency.
Can
4
you
hit
go
die.
above?
Can I go
your...
above my HP?
I don't
Short
think so.
rest.
No.
That's
So you just wasted.
While they're all taking a short rest.
One quick second.
Okay.
So how many hit die are you doing?
I'm doing one hit die just because.
Alright, so roll your hit die.
So I got 2 plus 2 plus.
So 4 plus 6. So you get 10 hit points as well.
Cool.
And now just know that you guys both used 1 hit die. You have 3 left.
Yep.
Alright, what was that now?
So while everybody's taking a short rest,
Short rest.
I'm gonna ask Vane to do like a bit of a perimeter.
It says it's a
Just
D10
make sure
plus
that
2.
nothing comes in
Okay.
without letting us know.
Alright.
That type of thing.
Have
So
Vane
six
roll a
like that,
perception
right?
check.
Okay.
I swear she does another nat 20.
Well, she
Oh,
does
I
get
can do
advantage.
Yeah, she does.
Would you say that 10 minutes has passed
Yeah,
by now?
I had that too.
From since Naresh cast get for a bardic inspiration last session?
No, not yet.
Okay.
You're at the beginning
I might
of
as
your
well
long
use
rest.
it.
All right.
I'm trying to find some of these so we
Wait,
can.
long rest.
Hi,
A short rest. I keep on
Hi,
saying long
Mama.
rest.
Oh, Linda's here?
23.
So my children.
She said hello, all
Hi,
my
Mom.
children. No, 20.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, Linda.
Wait, 17 plus 6 is 23, plus
Yes.
1
Someone
is
loves
24.
So
At least
24
someone
perception.
loves
24
us.
perception.
Oh.
All right. So Vane goes up, and as you guys are all resting, as Naresh is playing some music, Vane flies up, circling around the lake, just keeping a quick eye on the surroundings.
And I'm going to take that
Ooh.
hour to take out the lock from the box that had the breathing potions in it, and I'm going to try to pick it and try to practice a little.
Okay.
So
Roll
she-
dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Ooh, that's not great. 7.
7. You.
That was a
putting
crazy roll.
You're putting inside the lock, and you're finding it really hard. You're not used to lock picking. There's not many
Yeah.
locks out in the forest where you grew up in.
Yeah.
It doesn't break or anything, but you just can't get the tumblers, and it stays locked.
Okay. So that would have taken me the entire hour, or could I attempt a second time before?
You can attempt a few times on the rest. It's not going to take too long to attempt to try to unlock something.
Okay, I'll try again.
All right, you can try one more time.
Okay.
Do I
That's
have to be
better.
playing the song the entire time?
You can talk and interact. You can just be playing music and talking. and stuff.
19 total.
19. So you're feeling inside, and you can feel a click, and you can feel you're hitting the tumblers inside. And after a few more seconds of going in, it opens up.
Nice. Okay, awesome. I'll close it back up and stop for now.
All right. Is there anything else anybody would like to discuss or do during this short rest?
I want to investigate the around where the opening outside.
You're outside
How
right
far
now.
are you going?
Where are you exactly investigating? Right now, you see the structure. You guys are on the right side of the entrance, so you see the image of the vampiric female figure over the entrance, holding her claws out towards the sword on the other guy. You can see the rest of the wall holding a bunch of monsters just carved in, facing the entrance of the cave.
How far away from everybody
It's about
are
a
you
10-foot
intending to go?
It's a 10-foot entrance.
We're just gonna investigate like
Around the area.
perimeter.
Okay.
Okay, roll an
So that's
investigation check.
Brian.
Give me 1 second.
9.
I'm gonna keep an eye on
12.
it just in case.
12. All right. So as you're looking around, you are taking a closer eye at the sculpted pictures, and you can notice that they're not in too well detail, but it looks like a type of background has been carved in here as well. It looks somewhat like, after taking a few minutes of looking at the image, it looks like it is around the shade shower forest. You can see trees. If you look across the way, you can see that there is a image in the background, very faint, carved in, of nature's source, the tree. Other than that, you can see a lot of little tiny holes in the side, on the bottom of the cliff side. A lot of rodents might go inside there, use some foot traffic getting in and outside of these caves, but nothing significant.
Okay.
Alright, Callum, what do you want?
Is there anything distinctive about the vampiric woman's statue? Like that would tip me off as to who it is supposed to depict?
You guys already in last session did roll a history checks to see if you can know who or what that was. From what you guys gleaned from the first look, you know that that is somebody very important to a battle that took place here. You did not get their name. You don't see a single weapon on her person. It's just her claws and a very old kind of what you would imagine, like, for you guys are in pretty medieval times, but like medieval times. What you would see as their clothing, like very
Medieval.
nothing really
Primitive.
finely made. It's all primitive clothing.
Okay.
Right. Anything else being discussed during this short rest or investigated?
Bracket
I'm probably just lying on my back
relaxing
breathing
because
hard like, oh, Jesus
Because
Christ.
Bracket got the crap kicked out of him.
I mean, oh, Naira Christ.
Bolt
Still doesn't work.
Bolt,
Oh,
Naira.
Naira.
There we go.
Bolt coming up, still on your shoulders, turning to you. So how did it feel the first time?
You drunk on the flying bit?
Yes, you haven't done that in quite some time.
Quite some time. I mean, some time before. That's interesting.
I knew this this was going to be your first experience, and it is
You
quite.
go to bed?
Good night, production manager Casey.
Good night.
Good night.
We love you.
Right.
Okay.
Shout or come down if we do something too stupid or if the stream's
Yeah,
broken.
I'll call him.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we just get a phone call? Okay, everyone shut up.
Yeah,
Oh, I guess we're not done.
It is the first time I knew that it was used to be one of your favorite things to do.
Cool.
Understandable.
And all you guys heard was what Bracket said, like, oh, the flying bit? Cool.
I'm probably gonna look up and be like, yeah, next time you take off, take me with you. And then I said,
I don't know if I can do that. I stayed first time.
Well, when you figure it out, take me with you next time.
Okay.
You guys remember from the site when he did that? His eyes were glowing a giant radiant. It was almost
I
like
don't
there was
think
a
I
light
could
coming
see
off.
him.
Everyone
as
could
well.
see me. I ran in
Everybody
front
was
of you.
able to see him because of the dim light from Fairy Fire.
No.
I don't
that was
think it
before the
had
fairy
hit me.
fire happened.
I know, but that's the thing. Fairy Fire was a spell that counteracted the fog cloud. Yours is an innate ability, and that didn't counteract the fog cloud. They saw that because of that.
But did I fly before the
Oh
fog?
yeah, one round.
I
one round.
I flew
everybody
over
saw,
the river before that even
Oh,
happened.
Everybody
yeah.
saw.
Everyone
the light.
saw me jump over the river and be like,
Yeah.
ah!
Yeah,
to go
you
attack
guys-
the two things.
You guys all saw the wings come out. His eyes just light up in divine energy.
As I went to go after the
Light
two
What
surrounding
kind
stomachs.
of
him,
wings
and
do they look like? Like,
Angel wings.
do they look similar to any type of bird that I've seen?
They probably would look very similar.
They're
to the
very-
bird
I don't know what angels are. So
They are
sorry.
they were very, very pure white and feathery
Okay.
at times. Down inside of the actual, like, I don't know what that's called. I don't know, feather, the part of the skin and everything. What's that called?
It's not a flabby. I used to know this
Well,
information.
whatever that is.
We'll look it up later.
It was translucent at that part. And every
Someone can
other
go
part
grab
of
anatomy
of
book
it
over
was
there.
Full of just feathers down white. Most of them
It's
very
like a dove.
neatly and trimmed together. It wasn't. It looked. You looked very regal and divine.
Are you like a bird?
Are you a bird?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Can you turn into a bird?
No, you can.
I know I can. I was wondering if you could.
I think.
Just can't yet.
Don't you know how Asmars are slightly descended from like the gods and angels?
I think.
Or do you not know anything about
I think I
Asmars?
knew they were.
That's what
Okay.
Do I know anything about celestials?
Yeah, do either
Can
of us
I-
know anything
can I
about
make,
like
like,
celestials?
Celestials
check
are
Or Asamars?
Roll a religion check.
Yeah, I'm like, do either of us even know what those are?
Would I innately know that because I am an Asmar?
I have a 7. Religion check? 10 total.
8 total.
So what you guys know is very little about celestials. You do know that they are, they have a tie to the angelic, a tie to the divine. A lot of them do. You know, not Kyron, unfortunately. You know they typically are tied to some sort of angel or god
Okay. So I'm gonna be like,
from
well,
birth as well.
I kind of know.
You
what
would know
that is.
innately being an Asimar.
Yeah.
You would know not where you're from, not where you come from. You do feel the connection to the divine. You do feel like you do have a connection to something from another world.
Okay.
There's nothing that you can perceive or you know of what exactly it is. You feel there's a connection to a different part of reality, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, well, I kind of know, but like, I don't know. I've never met another Asamar before, so.
We met a couple of them when we were in.
We
There-
did?
Yeah.
Thinking back, Ladris is the city.
You went.
the city
We met
I
met
know,
several in
but
the
They look
Driss.
human-ish, so
We are
I feel like she
I-
probably just assumed
Asmars
they
are
were
near
humans.
humans.
The
We're
first-
just not fully human.
The first one you actually interacted with in the city was the child you almost stabbed to death, Yurem.
Well,
I have it in my notes that he's an Asamar, but Nock is just kind of like, he looked kind of human, so I just thought he was like.
We
a
do
human.
look human. We just have paler skin. We just look more dead.
Does so I don't want to do this in like a metagamey way, but does Nock know anything about vampires specifically? I just want to know exactly how much she knows.
Are you trying to think about what you know about
Like
them innately
about
or
their
history with them?
lore, about like what would harm them, about like what they typically look like.
Lore would be history about their actual physiological being. That would be a religion check.
Okay, so 2 separate checks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it again. My character better know a lot.
This
about
one is gonna be history. This one's gonna be religion.
Okay.
Okay. Not one, but A. So for history, 19. For religion, 7.
Nice.
7. You do know vampires do not like sunlight.
Okay.
Oh, so that would.
That is their one weakness that you do know
Okay.
of. History-wise, you do know that not a lot in your lifetime has had any relevance to vampires, but they are known to be up in a forest to the northwest of the continent.
Yeah. Is there anything that, like, my dad has told me, like, stories about them? Anything that's, like,
Your dad did tell you
specific?
there was. There was. How long are you gonna be?
Like, I imagine that a dad that fought against vampires would probably impart upon his daughter some ways to protect herself.
And your dad did let you know that in the battle, the blood-burnt battle that happened on your birth,
Yes, the day of my birth.
they were fighting
Where I
against
got-
vampiric forces. It was just vampires in that fight. There were no other monster races. They do have claws, fangs. They typically did have leaders in there that they followed, like somebody who commanded them.
Okay.
Blow up my face.
So she doesn't know, like, a bunch about them, but she knows that they don't like the sun,
Mhm.
and she knows a bit about, like, where they're typically
Yes,
located.
vampires, because of your history check was high, vampires have been a type of creature that has existed in Tychorus since its creation.
Okay.
It's something that has innately been a creation of Ilios.
Okay. The god of destruction.
Darkness and endings.
Darkness and endings.
Should I do the same check?
I mean, I feel like it's fair to do that.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, I have it in here. It's creation
said religion and
endings.
history?
Yes, if you want to know, just so you know, if you guys
I'm
ask,
using a lucky one.
You're using a
that.
luck point right now?
If you ask me stuff, I'll tell you.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'll wait for a second.
you guys didn't even think about asking anybody in the party.
So that was for religion.
This was religion.
So
The
she
bar
did
would tell
better
you
on
stuff, the
religion,
bar
I did
knows.
better on history. That's crazy.
I think I should be good on both.
So what was your religion check?
Religion check was 18.
18.
Her history was, I think, it was a 7 plus 1.
No, it was an 8 plus 1.
8 plus 1, so
So
9.
So with your history, all you really know about vampires, they do typically reside in the north, and they have been a force of evil. Well, this is bad music. They have been a force of evil, basically like the flagship of evil throughout history.
If you ask me about them, I can probably tell you.
In your religion check, you do know, since you have studied vampires extensively, and just so you know, this is your check on them. If you ever, you can't ask it again for future stuff. This is what you know. So you know that they do not like sunlight. Running water harms them, and typically they are not somebody who is able. They do not have a reflection.
So you know more about
One other thing.
like
have
what
a mirror.
hurts them. I know more about like the history of them.
One other thing that you know from your research and study of them, since your interest, is that they are not. They cannot. They need to all. How do I want to put this? They cannot. They don't have a form when they go down. When they are defeated, they do turn into a mist form. They are not dead innately.
Interesting.
Radiant light is something that can eviscerate them afterwards, but just going down doesn't kill them. You don't know what happens to them after, but it doesn't kill them.
Interesting. So she knows a lot more about like how to hurt
That's
them.
what a 19
How to
on a
hurt them,
religion
yeah.
check for a type of creature
That's
does.
pretty interesting because it's cool that I know more about their history and she knows more about like how to harm them specifically.
Well, it's
Well,
just
it
to fight
actually,
them makes sense.
actually makes
Well, I
sense
haven't
because
fought them. It's just
your
because
father
I was
fought them
obsessed with them.
and she researched them.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with them.
Alright, so continuing, you wanted to ask Naresh something.
Yes, I was going to ask Naresh if we can go talk away from the group for a second because I have some questions for him that have to deal with me.
Alright.
Because he's more well-traveled than I am. I'm going to look at the group even say that. He's more well-traveled than I am. Maybe he's met more ASMRs and more people. I have
Who's
questions.
holding the mirror right now?
You
I just like
I am?
nod solemnly as I play my
I forgot
fiddle.
one thing you knew about them.
No, I know.
Just now.
But you have no reason to suspect.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that, like, I have it, though.
Yeah, you currently have it.
Yes. So I'm gonna walk off and talk to Naresh.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I had a train of thought when I walked upstairs. Give me a second.
Naresh and Brackett, where do you guys walk off to have this conversation? You guys were right outside the cavern.
Let's go back into the cavern.
Okay.
So Brackett and Naresh walk out away from where you're short resting, walking in a few feet down the path down into the cavern, away from the party, out of line sight.
Yeah.
Or eyesight. So they are now out of eyesight.
Yay, out of the sunlight.
Out of eyesight. Okay.
They went a few feet back down towards the cavern.
Okay. As
Can we
they
be
walk
in
away,
the cavern
I'm
so that
going
we're
to
not
tell
in the
them.
sunlight?
Yeah. We're just within the shade, right? That's what you said. We're just within the shade of the
Knock
cavern.
shouts
Yes.
towards them as they go off. Yell if you need any help.
Will
There's
do.
dangerous things in there, so.
Promise I will.
And then I'm gonna turn and knock and just start praising her, and I'm gonna be stupid again. I'm gonna be like, also, great shot, great shot, great shot.
Yeah.
You weren't even there to see it.
I know, but like you
Okay,
got it,
what-
so I
what
know
else
it
is
happened. So
happening?
great
Did you
shot,
say
great shot,
Legion?
great shot.
While this is happening, Jinrash is still doing his investigation
Yeah.
of the area.
Like obviously,
Okay.
if he came back with the stone,
So,
that was
Naresh,
totally
I-
Dangerous thing?
floors down.
She was
like, oh my god, good
praising
job,
Knock.
good
She's
job,
just
good
praising
job.
Knock for her shot.
I didn't see it, but I
Oh,
know
okay.
about it.
So after we walked over there,
Yep.
I'm gonna ask Naresh, one, have you seen other Asmars do that before? Because I don't know that much, or I don't remember that much about myself. And my mouth says this is a thing I know how to do innately.
So, according to my backstory, I'm not positive.
What's a backstory?
What's that?
Well, okay, so, but realistically, Brian, would I have seen something like that before? Like, before I was turned?
For thinking into your past. I'm gonna say a history check in your past to see what you remember.
Music.
Alright, history check into my
Done
past.
so many
You are in
history
the shades, so
checks.
straight
Yeah.
roll.
I fucking hate myself.
Oh, she looks much
I got a nat 1.
He doesn't know shit.
No shit about
I
anything
just-
about
No,
himself.
so literally, Bracket, I look at you and I'm like, Bracket, I've never seen anything like that in my entire life.
Okay.
That is a complete mystery to me.
Okay.
How you grew wings, that was amazing.
Oh, okay. Okay, before we walk into this dungeon, is there anything, because I know, like, you're one of them, points to the vampire that's outside in the sculpture. Is there anything I need to know that might hurt you that I should know? So that way, we're on the same page.
The stream of running water passing by Callum, Naresh and Bracket.
Kind of nervously, like, look at the water and I'm like, if I fall in there, I will die.
Okay, that's important to know. So make sure you don't fall in running
And-
water.
More to the point, my skin will fall off and it will give me away.
Okay, got it. So we'll avoid that. So,
The other thing, the girls have a mirror. My reflection won't show on it. So if they see me in that mirror, they'll know something's wrong.
okay.
Rather don't.
Yeah,
say
I was
that,
like-
So
sir.
someone should be standing in front of you all the time.
I will do my best to avoid it. Because they'll be focusing on trying to find the secret rooms like I said. I doubt they're going to be looking for my dazzling beauty.
So we're laughing, so that way it looks like we're just having a normal conversation.
We can't see you. That's.
You'd hear us laughing,
You didn't
though.
say anything.
We established we wouldn't be able to see you guys.
I know, but you hear us laughing
Now I
something
want to
about
throw
a dumb
something.
joke.
Damn it.
So I was like, okay, that's good to know. Just because if we're working as a team, knowing secrets that are like that are probably
And
good for us
Mango
going to this
reincarnated.
dangerous zone. You
Damn
hit the camera!
Did I?
That's what
Yes,
I
you
was
did.
worried about.
Did it move it?
No, I
I'm
don't think
looking.
so. It's light.
Malibu, sponsor us.
No, I didn't hit the
Hi,
camera.
baby.
Wait. Yes, it did.
Okay, just a little bit.
Very.
Alright,
Okay.
continue the conversation.
Sorry. Okay,
I'll be famous one day.
you hit the camera again. I was leaving. Okay,
End of the session.
Naresh.
Thank you.
Mr. Naresh.
My wife made me ramen.
Oh, awesome.
Aw.
So
That's
that's
great.
I think that's all the questions I
It's
really
got
have.
chili peppers in it.
Nice.
Ooh.
Alright, after asking all the questions, do you guys remain there or do you return to the party?
We're gonna return to the party, chuckling about the dumb joke he made.
Alright. Now,
Before we leave the dark, can I investigate this room more thoroughly?
if you want to separate Bracket, are you going with him?
I'm gonna go with him to cover his butt.
Alright. So you guys go back to the room where you guys were exploring before. If you want, you can put back onto the map just so we can have a visual of what's going on.
I'm gonna cover his butt.
They're gonna be mad at you if you go there. Why? Just gonna be
Hey, Vicky, could you be the movement of those two as they
Yes,
are
I
exploring
can.
around?
Okay, let me also fix this camera that slightly went down further,
That is my job.
so we're better in frame.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that was probably way too much.
Okay.
So, Callan, this might be a lot easier for you to see
That
now
was way
because
too
you
much.
guys are the only two on the battlefield.
Okay. So, do you guys
Yeah, it's
want
still
to
gonna
be
take forever for it to load
just
on
at the
Twitch
mouth of the cave, or do you guys want to be a
Yes,
little
yeah.
further in?
Well, that's where they're starting right there. So once they move in further, so as you guys walk back in, you see the river that is leading down towards the drain, and the two waterways that break off before the drain. One going to the right towards the right side of a door, a rock door, no lock on it, just a door in that direction.
Which door
And
is
then
the
to
one
the
that
left.
the newts came out of?
The one on the left side, the one
Okay.
closest to me. You see it go to the left side of that door.
Okay.
The waterways stand about 2 feet off the ground, so it's something you can walk over quite easily. And it's about 5 feet wide, so you can hop over it quite easily.
I know 'cause I can't fly anymore. I'm out of flying.
I'm gonna try to investigate the room in between the two waterways.
That open space?
Yep.
Alright, roll an investigation check. Bracket you're following with, so they're
Yes.
moving towards
They're
that
about
open
here.
space.
I'm also going to investigate it with him.
Alright, you either one of you can roll with advantage or you guys can both roll.
I want both roll.
Yeah.
Alright, roll an investigation check, both of you.
Give me a second to get my good dice out.
18.
Nice. Yeah, you're investigating
Oh,
from
this
now
isn't
on.
as good.
You're smarter than the rest of us.
I got an 8.
So
Yep.
Bracket goes
I'm
over
dumb as a rock.
and he
He's so
starts
smart.
Bracket goes over and he starts investigating over towards the grate, looking down
We've
towards
got
the
dumb
water.
bitch energy.
He
He's
can
got,
see
like,
a room
smart
down
person
below,
on
and there's not much detail you can see in between all of the water. As Naresh is investigating around, he goes over and looks at the wall opposite side of the entrance, and there does seem to be writing. Naresh, do you speak Elven?
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, he's a drow.
On the wall, carved into the rock surface, it says, "Reflect your relic to find what is hidden. Reflect what was hidden to hide it once more. And speak the oath of the warriors to seal it away."
Okay.
And as you're reading this, you know Bracket just staring over the grate intently, trying to see down below.
Yo, the water here, man.
There's a lot of
Where's
water.
it going?
I'll say it one more time just for clarity's sake. Reflect your relic to find what is hidden. Reflect what was hidden to hide it once more. And speak the oath of the warriors to seal it away.
You gotta tell us that.
Let's go back to the party.
Okay, I'm gonna follow him back to the bottom.
What
Alright.
I read.
Do you have the way to just go back and forth between the battle cam and the normal thing, or is that over there?
I can go get the keyboard to make it faster.
Yeah, just because I feel like it's going to be a lot of back and forth today.
Okay, that's just because my last time the keyboard wasn't working properly.
Alright. So, Naresh and Bracket rejoin the party. It has been it's at the near end of your short rest. So I'm going to say at this point the hour has passed by.
Cool.
And they are returning back to the party.
Knock just goes, "Oh, good, you guys are alive."
I hope
What
so.
happened?
I don't want to be dead.
Well, I mean, you guys went
I
into a
found
very
something
dangerous place alone. It's
Oh,
not.
wait, he said he found something.
Oh, what'd you find?
Oh shit.
Something written on the wall in Elvish in the space between the two walkways
What did it
or
say?
waterways. I I think it requires the mirror that you two found.
What did it say?
I'm gonna go this mirror. Woo!
And for the sake of Callum, probably can't recite it word for word, but he did read it.
Yeah.
Reflect your relic to find what is hidden. Reflect what was hidden to hide it once more, and speak the oath of the warriors to seal it away.
Okay.
Do I know what
And
the
then
oath
at
of
that,
the
I'm going to say, I don't know what
is.
the Oath of the
Oh, you
Warriors
do?
is, but
It's the thing that I found.
Oh,
I think it
perfect.
has to do
Or
with
at least
your
I
relic.
think it's probably the paper I found.
You
Oh,
mean that
yeah.
thing you read to me before?
Yeah. I read it to all of you guys.
Yeah.
I read it to you twice, though. And I'm gonna go
Still confused
reflect.
about that.
Okay, I get it. Let's go,
Let's go investigate.
yeah, let's go try to return this jar.
Yeah.
Alright. And back to the battle camp.
Good there in transition. Oh man, you guys suck.
Sorry. Oh, I'm gonna do a whistle for Vane.
So, and Vane does come down with the party,
It's not on the
circling
battle
around.
cam yet, give me 1
Vane
second.
signaling to you that it did not see anything out of the ordinary during its trek.
I'm gonna like pet the space in between her wings, like scratch it, and be like, good
Okay.
girl.
Transitioning back.
Alright, Callum, where do you want to be while the party is
Yeah.
looking at your writing? Do you want to be far away or close to the wall?
I'm going to be off to the left.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Vane kind of fly over the water,
Because I
looking the other
Because
way
I think
to
what they
watch our
have to do
backs.
is reflect the relic into the water to open up the doors.
Alright, you
then
can...
reflect the doors to close the doors, and then speak something to open up a wall.
So wait, so what is the exact wording again?
The exact wording is... as anybody who speaks Elven can read this.
I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, me.
I do not.
And you'd be able to recite
I
it
do
if you
not.
want.
Steal.
But it
In
says,
common.
reflect your relic to find what is hidden, reflect what was hidden to hide it once more, and speak the oath of the warriors to seal
Oh, I
it
just
away.
realized that I've been itching my eye this whole time and I pet your cat and never washed my hands.
Oh no.
Is that what you're?
I washed my hands earlier, but I think that's the reason why.
Your eyes are swollen up?
Oh, probably.
Is my
They're
eye okay?
they're a little
It's just this
watery, but they're
It's
not like
just this
swollen.
Your cheeks, you're a little swollen, but they're not bad.
Not as bad as it was in the tent. Let's put it that
Leave it
way.
alone.
Yeah.
I can't.
So,
Wash your hands.
I have.
Knock
Like,
is going to
when I got
ask
here,
for
wash
the
my hands
jar.
I pull the jar out.
Out of his
Can I
magical
see the
bag.
mirror?
Jinrash reaching for the giant bag that holds the jar, holding it out. It's this hulking mass a few feet tall, about red rustic color,
I'm
and
gonna
a little top on it.
turn the mirror around facing the jar.
It's and where's the jar? The jar is basically close to your height, a little bit shorter.
I'm gonna put the jar right in front of where the message is,
Okay.
and I'm going to reflect it
Alright,
onto the jar.
You hold the mirror at an angle,
Yeah.
so the jar's image is reflecting right at the wall where that is written.
Yeah.
And
I like how you got up and then set that down to do a sound effect.
the doors open
The sticky notes.
right where that word was written.
Except for my
Because
forehead.
Christian
a
called our
small
jar a relic.
Room.
Yeah.
That was the hint that we
Thank
got.
you, Christian.
So I'm gonna grab Kyron's hand. I'm gonna say, I think you should do this. I think you should be the one to put it in there.
Okay.
Well, this is like empowering music.
This is a task that was given to us specifically by Naira. I
So
think.
I'm just putting the jar in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's not my task. This is
I'm
you guys think.
still gonna walk. I'm gonna follow you in with my axe just in case.
Alright. I mean, if you want to keep up with the miniatures and everything moving, who goes inside the room there?
I'm gonna
Inside
go
the
in
room.
first.
I'm gonna wrap my arms around the door like this, lift with my legs, and be like, "All right, let's go."
Inside the room, it is a small, it's about 10 foot by about 25 foot room, wide. You can see there is gray stone all around, and there are 2 unlit torches on each side, getting just enough light from the outside of the cave, still pouring in to see what's going on.
Can I
And there
Can we
is
light those torches?
wait?
there is one small stone slab with a little indent. It looks like a jar of sorts would fit perfectly.
Can I
there.
examine the room to see if there's any traps?
Yes. Roll an investigation check.
Oh.
You're with them. Don't you have a trap thing?
Yes.
Investigation 7.
Leading the charge into the room, you're checking
I
around
should
in
not
the
be
area.
the one checking for traps.
Do you want me to check for
Okay,
traps?
yeah, I can do it too.
As far as you see, there's nothing there.
Okay, I'm gonna check them too. Investigation?
Yeah.
Okay.
15.
Better.
15.
That's much better.
Knock is looking down at a corner, just seeing if there's any tripwires, and you're looking up, inspecting the room, seeing. You do see vines all over. It doesn't appear like there's anything that would cause any type of harm guarding this room.
Okay, so I think we should put the jar back.
Is there anything like to put the jar in, or is it just an empty room?
There's an empty room
There's a
with
thing in the
a
center.
slab in the center with a little rounded circle in the
Alright, I'm gonna walk up with the jar real slowly, taking each step at a time, and looking around with each step before I get all the way to it.
Alright.
And then I'm going to lift it, I'm going to put it in, I'm going to take my hands away, and I'm just going to look at it.
You place the jar and it perfectly fits in that spot.
And I'm going to slowly back away. And then look at it and cock my head and go, that worked better than I thought it would.
Alright.
I know, can you imagine?
So,
Oh, that was trapped.
And then I'm like, I feel like that was too easy.
maybe we
Don't
should.
don't say that.
I'm just saying.
I will take I have like
So,
flint,
Bryce-
right? I have like flint. I'll
Yeah.
light the torches.
Alright. You light the torches, the room is a little bit more illuminated now. You can see more in color the surrounding areas. There's nothing that you see written on the walls other than the writing that was on the doors. Reflect your relic to find what is hidden. Reflect what was hidden to hide it once more, and speak the oath of the warriors to seal it away.
So we have to speak it away.
So we'll
Oh, we
back.
should all enter the room.
Why would we all enter the room? We don't want to be sealed in this room.
Don't we have to seal it away?
Yeah, but we don't want to seal ourselves in it.
And with it is what
With
she
it.
means.
So
That
I'm
would
going
be a
to.
swift end to this campaign.
Yeah, that'd be
Hey,
like,
we
alright, we all
solved our
die.
task.
So I'll back everybody out.
No, it turns us all into
Wait,
undead.
do we have to say it in Elvish?
I'll reflect what was hidden. So the door. I'll reflect the door.
And I'm just
You
gonna,
hold them-
but before she starts talking or anything, like, does that need to be said in Elvish considering this was written in Elvish, or can it be just
We
said
could
in
just
common?
try both.
Okay, so
Always
say it in common
works.
first.
Yeah, I'll try it in common first.
If that works,
So
then
we've
we're
all
fine.
walked outside the room, is what you're saying?
Yeah, we're all backed out.
Yeah, we're all backed out, and I reflect where the door was in the mirror.
Alright, you hold the mirror up, reflecting the door, trying to get that image perfectly lined up, and nothing reacts.
Okay. Then I
But
will
we have to say
go
it at the
in.
same time, don't we?
Okay.
Were you saying it when you were reflecting it?
I'll try it. No, I wasn't the first time. No.
Okay, so reflect it and say it.
Okay. I will hold it still, and I'll say, when the last flicker of twilight lights up the land, the anvil points and the god stares, where only the wise can perceive the way, and nature's guardian protects her sleep.
Reciting this word and holding the mirror up, reflecting the doorway, you wait a few moments.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Alright, I'm gonna tell her to
I
keep
think-
holding it, and I'm gonna say it in Elvish.
I think the mirror
So-
needs to be put down.
I'll give it to
So-
her.
Well, let them have their second.
Yeah.
I'll-
I obviously
I'll
can't
hold it
actually
still.
speak in Elvish, so it'd be like, I say the same thing, but in Elvish.
As Nox holding it up, you're looking at the
You
doors
could
in front of you, speaking the words out in Elvish. Only Kyron and Naresh understanding what is being spoken. After words are uttered, you wait a few seconds.
Nothing happens. Okay.
So we have to
That means-
reflect what was hidden.
Guys, we might need to actually be inside. Or be...
That's what I was thinking. You have to reflect the back to the doors because they were what was hidden.
Yeah, but if we seal ourselves in there, how the fuck we get out?
Still the mirror.
What, to reopen it and
then
then, like,
you
just leave
seal
it
the-
open again?
No, I think you need to not use the mirror because you just have to recite the lines.
What is the phrase again?
You look back on the door, Kyron translating the exact words to you.
Let me say it again.
Reflect your relic to find what is hidden. Reflect what was hidden to hide it once more, and speak the oath of the warriors to seal it away.
So we don't
So
actually
we
have to
just-
reflect anything to
Yes,
seal
we
it.
just have to seal it. So we have
No,
to
we
just
have to
recite.
reflect what was hidden
To close
to
the door.
hide it
to
once
hide
more.
it once more.
So you have to reflect the jar again? While it's
I'll
in
try
there?
I'll try reflecting the jar again. I'll go in and try reflecting the jar.
You are inside and you're reflecting the jar. What are you trying to reflect it at?
The wall behind it, maybe?
I'll reflect it at the door.
Alright, you're holding the jar. You stand behind it, reflecting the image of the jar at the doors. Nothing moves.
Okay. At the torches. I don't know.
Start turning the mirror around
Yeah, I'm
randomly
just
through
gonna
the
try.
room, reflecting the image.
Maybe if you reflect it like straight down, like
Nothing.
towards the.
Yeah.
Can you reflect the light like straight down onto like the pedestal it's on?
Sure. I'll go straight up.
Holding the mirror up,
Like
the image
this.
reflecting down at itself. Nothing in the room's
This
reacting.
is some bullshit. Okay. Well, the thing that was hidden
Is the room.
is the room. I already tried that.
Well, did you reflect against the back wall of the room?
I'll try reflecting against the back wall of the room.
Hold the mirror in that direction, towards the back wall, moving it back and forth any spot of the wall.
No.
What if you
Yeah,
went
I
outside
did.
and literally just held the mirror up to the door? Did
I
you
already
already do
tried
that?
that.
Damn it.
Oh,
I'm like, well, that was what was hidden.
That was the
entire
first
room,
thing
so
I
it's
did.
like-
Yeah, that was the first thing I tried.
what about standing in the doorway and reflecting into the room?
I think I already tried that too, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I wasn't full.
And I
To-
tried
to the
being in
extent-
the room and facing at the door the other way. I tried pretty much everything.
To the extent of her knowledge, she has reflected the relic in any direction.
Can
she
I roll to
possibly
make
can.
it make it easier?
Well,
to
I
figure
also
this
just
shit out?
tried
No.
turning around and just reflecting the door from the inside.
Can I do a perception
Not with the
check
jar.
to figure this
Not
shit
with the
out?
jar, just
I'm
the
gonna
door.
say you can do an insight to try to look into the clue in the wall better. So roll
Can
an
I
insight
also
check.
do that?
Yeah.
You did insight?
Thanks.
Yes.
You don't.
19.
Yo, is that something everyone can do? Because I think I've got pretty good insight.
I'm just letting those two because they had the idea.
21.
You have to,
I got
I'm-
19, she got 21.
I'm gonna start running the idea. If you have the idea, you can do it. You can't chime in afterwards.
Yeah, we're
because,
just there.
Because when somebody says "I'm looking out," and then everybody else in the party is like, "I'm gonna do that too," like it's everybody getting protection. It's whoever comes
So
up
it
with
was
the
us.
idea.
Yeah.
We got good insight rolls.
So you
though.
guys start looking more towards there, and you start thinking, reflect the relic to find what is hidden.
Yeah.
And reflect what was hidden to hide it once more.
Yeah.
Thinking in, this jar is something that was hidden here, and reflecting that opened up the door itself. You start thinking about what could be the relics, and all that comes to mind is the jar. So you start focusing in on the last part. Speak the oath of the warriors to seal it away.
Have I ever heard of an oath of the warriors other than
Unfortunately, no.
None of us
This-
have we?
It's not even a check that
Not
would,
even.
because it's not something you guys would have ever heard before.
Do you have anything else written down that we've had that like phrases we found or like anything?
I have that.
Yeah.
I thought that would be it.
Did you try reading the thing that we had while being inside the chamber?
I will start reading it out loud while I'm inside the chamber.
You stand inside the chamber, starting getting a little desperation in your voice, speaking the words found that were trapped inside a piece of paper inside the watch. Nothing reacts in the room.
For some reason that's not it.
I'm just spitballing. I'm sorry if it's not working.
It's okay, it's not your fault.
So I think we may want to, since it's a bigger complex. Like, what if the
Words
what
are
if the
written
Oath of the
somewhere else?
Ancient is written somewhere else in Elvish, in the complex?
That is possible.
Ah, shit.
Well, then we can't leave it here.
Yeah,
No,
can't
we'd have to
leave
bring it
here.
with us.
So I'm gonna go back in.
Do you want me to just go grab it?
What do you think I was doing going back
She's
in?
gonna grab it and
Ow.
bring it to
Okay.
you.
Fine.
That was her plan. She's gonna say those words.
Let me be a big girl and go get my goddamn jar.
Fine.
I'm gonna go up, lift my legs again, turn
I'll try
around, and be like,
literally
"Here,"
saying
and put it down.
Oath of the Warriors.
Arms out. Oath of the
The
warriors. Nothing.
Damn
No.
it!
Sometimes the easiest solution is the solution.
That is
fair.
true.
Wait,
So-
what about just the words that are written on the wall? Have you
That
tried
was,
to
that
actually...
was how to find it.
I don't think that's the oath.
That's
of
not
the
the
warriors.
oath.
That would
That's,
be an oath.
that
of the
Or else
doesn't
it
sound
wouldn't
like an
say,
oath.
Those are
and
just
say the
instructions.
oath of the warriors.
Those are how to use the machine.
That doesn't sound like
That's
an
how
oath
to use
to
the
me.
machine.
An oath is like,
That's
I
how to
will
make
do
it-
this.
It's like the Girl Scout oath.
You
Be
getting
like,
frustrated?
No, I'm enjoying this because I'm not giving any hints. I'm letting you guys figure all
Okay,
this out.
I will,
Girl Scouts honor.
I will put the mirror, like, in Kyron's pack.
Alright.
And
So I have the
will-
stone and the mirror.
You have the stone and the mirror.
The stone has been inserted inside the
Yes.
mirror, so they're both
So
one
it's a
item at this
combined
time.
They're both
thing.
in there.
It's a combination.
I'm
And
going
I
to
will.
put the jaw into my pack.
And
So
I
first
will.
into its special bag,
yes.
then into the pack.
Alright.
And I
You better
will
put it in its
search
special
around. So
It's a very
there's
special bag.
one door that we've seen the other people go in
Yes.
or come out of, and then there's the other door on the side. I'm gonna try to see, or I'm gonna ask Naresh to help me see if either of those doors are locked or trapped.
Alright.
If you don't mind assisting.
No, I would love to.
So
And
could
I'm
I
gonna
give
s-
him
Like, bring it
advantage?
And I'm
Yes,
gonna
if
be.
you guys are both doing, one of you guys can
Okay.
roll with advantage
I would
to
rather-
inspect the door.
I would rather give him advantage.
Which door are you inspecting? The one
Let's
with...
do the one on
The far side.
the left first.
Alright. Naresh, roll investigation.
I'm gonna be
Check
leaning
with
up
the
against a
building.
tree, just going, God damn
Huh?
it! Why can't I figure
There's no
out?
tree here.
There's
I
no
thought,
trees.
I thought there was trees around it.
You are...
Oh, it's
Is that
stone
the one that
walls.
hasn't been
I'm
opened
leaning
yet?
against the wall, just going, this is.
It's the one that was opened. We're gonna check that one first.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You're inspecting over the door and looking through it.
Might be locked. We don't know.
You don't see any traps on the door. On the wall next to it, it says the two-sided room.
Okay, and I'll help him check the other door as well.
Alright, roll
Did
investigation.
did that door appear to be locked?
It did not appear to be locked or trapped
Okay.
at all. You remember the fire newts as well, just opening the door,
Yeah.
no problem.
Well, I thought maybe they could open it some
You
other
good?
way.
That's how I'm feeling right now.
Or
So,
because they're on the
Naresh, you can
outside.
Yeah.
roll another advantage investigation check on the other door.
21.
21.
Let's see, there's a
You
reason.
look over at the other door. Again, this door does not appear to be trapped or locked, and it says on the wall to the right, to the left of it, "Monsters Rest."
Oh, good.
Great.
Maybe we don't want that one.
We don't want that one at all.
So
I
we
kind of want to
saw-
go in there.
No. It's like in those movies. You gotta take
We
the
don't know what movies
scarier
are.
sounding one.
No, let's.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
well,
think
you
we
no,
should
he
try to
says
go
that
in the room
canonically.
where the
It's like in
other-
those movies.
Go ahead.
I think we should go in the other room, the one where the newts already came out of, because we know that there might not be
Any enemies because they ran out to attack us.
So we can see if they had anything interesting. We can investigate the room in peace, hopefully.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that's a safer
Or we could
decision.
split the party, which is
No.
my original idea.
We're
No.
not doing Scooby Doo, okay?
No.
Always keep the gang together.
Yeah.
This is
Why
combat.
does Fred always make us split up? And why am I always stuck with Scooby?
Naresh, I am not
You know
going
what?
to let anybody separate.
That's because he want to go bang Velma.
So where is the party going?
Or no.
Let's put it to a vote.
Daphne.
Let's put it to a vote. Who wants to go into the two-sided room? Who wants to go into the Monsters Rest?
You guys want Monsters Rest?
Of course the boys want to go in the monsters room.
I would rather go in the
So,
two-sided room.
I'd rather go in the
Which one the
two-sided
dudes
room.
came from?
Two
The
So-
sides.
newts came-
I want to go to the two-sided
And
room.
no, but like Kyron's gonna just like raise her
Which
hand and
side
be
of
like,
the room it is.
Two-sided room.
I'm 100% gonna sit here and just be like, guys, we're not splitting up. I don't care if any of you want to go in the other one. We go in each one together.
That's fine.
That's what I was going with.
Okay.
I thought we were.
Mister, I want to go in the monsters room.
Yes.
I just meant
But-
first.
You can do it
Yeah.
later.
All together, I'm like,
We have time.
We will
but
get to
Kyron
it
is like
later.
stating that point like very, very seriously
I didn't wanna
because she
split up
doesn't
the
like
team.
she doesn't like the idea of
'Cause-
anyone
no.
going anywhere alone.
That's
So
fair.
it's like,
I just thought splitting the party might make it like a quicker and easier.
no.
Plus, I was thinking if they were saying the same room, that it would be like 2 times the searching to get to the same area.
Naresh, here's the issue with
Kyron's
that.
just gonna be glaring at him, but like.
He's
batting
just guessing.
Here's the issue with that. This room alone was extremely dangerous.
When the newts were there.
Well, we have no idea that the newts weren't supposed to be there. And I think that if half of us went into any of these rooms alone, we would immediately die.
That's,
So,
that is
unless
a
you
fair
want
point.
to
Get
die, then I think we should go together.
100%.
And Kyron.
I'm
you're
from
right.
a tribe.
No,
And
we
Ky-
understand.
When
We
we are
Kyron
in a
has a
tribe,
full-on
you go
thing.
as a group. You never separate.
Kyron has a full-on thing that if you make a stupid decision and it backfires on you, she's not gonna help you. So she's just gonna be nodding and be like, "You get yourself killed. It's your issue, not mine."
Oh, hi.
What
Oh,
the
shut
hell?
Oh,
So,
well, you can hear.
Hi, Mr.
So
Guest.
Nock is going to go open the door to the two-sided group.
Alright.
Yeah. Malibu Black.
So you walk up to the door on the two-sided room,
Go up, you upstairs.
just pushing against
been
it,
working
and
up the
with
coffee
just a
all
little
day.
bit of effort, just
Oh.
I love his sound effect.
the doors open back up, and you can see
Little nugget.
darkness, but you can
No,
see
that
with a
was
little
Astron
light
that's
still
gone
coming
forever.
in from outside of the cavern.
Oh, no, they
It's
more
a
edible.
winding staircase that
You
goes
want a
down.
sandwich?
Okay.
No, I want
How big is the doorway? Do I think that Vane could fit?
Yes. The,
Okay.
the doorway is about. It's a little bit more than 5 foot wide, and then it's standing about 10, maybe 12 feet tall.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Naresh, you come up with me. You're gonna investigate if there's any traps or any locks. I will take care of them.
Okay.
Kyron, you be in the middle.
Got it.
Vane, bring
And
up the
I
rear.
just sit there going,
So where do you
everyone
want
protect
the-
me!
Wherever you want.
You want? Okay, I'm gonna stand up with you guys.
Okay, I just
I
be like,
want Vane in
Okay.
the rear.
I'm in the middle just
middle.
going, everyone protect me or else my dad will be pissed.
Looking at the
So you're gonna take
hallway
middle, I'm gonna
going
take
down, it's
point.
it's
In the middle
about
with me?
7 feet wide, so Vane can
I protect
get
you.
through there. It probably wouldn't be ideal for Vane to be flying.
Do you want to
through
move
there,
us? So
Yeah.
what,
But
which door are we
you
going?
cannot be going side by side. It needs to be
Yeah.
one person at a time.
Which
single
room is it?
file.
Well, I could actually inhabit the same space as another
Yes, you
creature.
can.
So,
So
I
you
will
can
be
stand next to
very close to Naresh.
I'm just behind them. So we're going to this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So let me move everyone around.
Oh, just give it one moment. You guys are going
I'll
down
be
the
right
staircase.
behind
I don't have the map written down, so you move it once I get to the next room.
well, I'm
So
more
it's
just
like,
putting people near each other. So people have an idea who's watching.
So the marching order
I'm
is
with
Nock
Janice.
and Naresh, and what's after?
Yeah, Nock and Naresh,
Then I'm just behind them.
then Bracket, then Kyron, then
Then
Jinrash, then Vane.
It's exactly how it is on the map.
Vane's bringing up the rear
Vane
because
has-
she's super strong.
Just in case.
So
I just have
Nock-
the jar, that's why I didn't take behind
In,
Vane.
in case we find something that's a
Say that one
hand-to-hand
more time,
combat enemy,
knock
I'm
and
shoving
Naresh
them out of
and
the way
who
and
else?
stabbing it.
Huh?
Nock,
Show
Naresh,
me
and
how
who
we-
else?
Yeah.
Nock and Naresh in the front, then
Kyron,
Bracket, then
Jinrash,
Kyron, then
Vane.
Jinrash, then Vane.
All right.
So I really am direct middle because my dad would be really
Yes.
mad if you guys let me die.
Literally everybody
going
but Naresh has promised your dad you'll survive.
So if I don't survive, it's gonna get blamed on Naresh.
I will probably be the
Alright.
only one that survives.
So you guys start winding down the
Somehow.
staircase. After a few feet, it is complete darkness. Anybody who does not have dark vision
I
cannot
have dark
see.
vision.
I
Do we
will-
need light?
Yes.
Yes.
Sword!
Engage the light from my sword.
All right, Bracket and bonus action activates the light from his sword. It starts radiating.
Can I also?
Radiates. How much feet did I give that
I have to check.
Because I can't, I do not have dark vision.
again? I'm just, guys.
Nope,
I just want
can't
to
see for
state before we
shit.
do this. So excited, Dungeon
Uh,
Crawl.
Bright light for
Dungeon Crawl,
10
let's go.
feet, dim light for 10
Oh wait,
more
we did the
feet.
short rest.
I think it's the same
that
as the
means
light
I get all
cantrip.
my shit back,
Yep,
right?
you get
Not
one.
your spells.
You get
but
one wild shape.
Shit,
Yes.
I only have
Wild
one
shape.
spell left. That sucks.
You have one first level spell.
You still have
left.
second level spells.
You still have second level
Look at
spells.
that.
So you get your wild shape back. So
I
as
have all three of them.
as
I
Naresh
made sure not to use any.
as Naresh and Nock
one
are
of these
moving
is
forward, you can see bright light about 5 feet ahead of
You
where
can use
Nock
it as a
and
second
Naresh
level
are. 10 feet dim and just
Can I hold my
curling
sword
around
over
the
them?
corner. Yes, you're holding it around. It is still filling the space.
Well, if it's,
Dim
I'm
light.
saying if it's holding over them, then in theory.
Yeah, but it still gets that 10-foot bright, 10-foot dim. You're not holding it directly over their head. You're holding it behind them and everything. You
Okay.
can't hold it like over their head. and
Well, it
everything.
depends how tall is the
Those are
rash.
the arms.
Naresh, how tall are you?
8 foot. Yeah, then
I am 5'7".
I should be able to hold it over them.
All right.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
When that little black box with an R in it is next to something, does that mean I can cast it as a ritual?
That means ritual, yes, but ritual
Okay.
casting requires 10 minutes.
Yes.
On
yeah,
top
but, like,
of the
it
normal
wouldn't take
action.
it wouldn't
Take
take
a
a spell
spell
slot if I did that,
No,
right?
you can cast it ritually for 10 minutes plus the normal time it would be
That's
the cast. So if it takes a minute to cast, it would be 11 minutes. If it takes an action to cast, it's 10
Action.
minutes plus 6 seconds.
Yeah, it's an action.
So
Okay.
Bracket is walking down the staircase behind Nock and Naresh, holding his sword over. So 10 feet in front of you guys, you can see bright light. Dim light just curling around the corner as you guys are winding the steps around.
Wait,
I
doesn't
would
he,
like
does
to-
Naresh still have his lighter thingy?
He
Yeah.
does still have it.
I would
Yep.
like
Are there
to,
torches on the sides?
Didn't he play
There
with
are
it
no
with
torches right now.
Okay.
sorry?
What?
He played with the lights with narrated.
He regained it back
Oh, okay.
afterwards. He took
I
it
would
back.
like
Wait,
to
considering I
assist
have dark
Naresh
vision,
with...
can I see anything?
You can
Yeah,
see everything within your dark vision range, which I believe is 60 feet for a
Yeah,
half
I can
elf.
see 60 feet.
But
too.
that within that range, it's you see everything in grays. Right now, with how the staircase is curling down, you
Wouldn't
can
matter.
only see about 15 to 20 feet before it curls down to the next step. So you can only see within the range of what the light is showing.
60 feet.
I'll,
So you guys are curling down the steps. It goes around maybe 1, 2, a third time before it comes to another door closed.
Okay,
Another door?
I'm gonna assist him to investigate that door
Like,
as well.
she just keeps using Naresh for like, you're better at finding
He's
things.
much better at it than I am. And assisting is a big part of D&D.
Guys, your DM is feeling a little bit buzzed.
Oh, great. Tell us it's drunk.
Disaster
There's
master
nothing
for
wrong.
real.
There's nothing wrong with assisting someone do a check. It is part of D&D.
There's nothing wrong with drunk D&D.
What's your investigation?
It's basically
Oh,
giving
okay,
me
I'll go-
bardic
I'll go make a
inspiration.
second.
It's the best thing ever.
All right, what's your investigation check, Naresh?
I rolled 2 nat 15s, so I got an
Nice.
18.
Running up there?
18.
You
Nice.
run-
You're inspecting
Actually,
the
I'll run
door.
this
There are no
second.
specific symbols
Just
on
have
the
to say,
door.
hey,
It looks almost
I don't know if
exactly like
she's
before. No
watching
lock,
me.
no traps that you can find.
I'm gonna kick it down.
I'm gonna kick it down!
All right, you kick the door and it doesn't immediately open. It's made out of stone, but the second you put pressure
Did
on
he
it,
break his leg?
he kicks the door and it stops for a second, and it almost feels like it's about to hurt, but the door gives way and
I'm
starts
gonna look
opening
up at him and just be like, what was that for?
It's his plan.
He just
Bad
kicks it and
accident.
shatters his femur. And
You could have
everything's
just
terrible.
opened it
I
like a
think you knew
normal
which one we were
person.
gonna go to.
All right, and
It
knock.
shatters my femur. That would have been fucking
Yeah, so
hilarious.
That'd
we
be
can we
amazing.
can be in the same space.
Puts all force into kicking
I
a
believe.
stone wall.
Because it says I can move through the same space.
Okay, you should check if we
So-
can see it good when we go to this cam.
Yeah.
I
Wow,
feel like if I
rotate it.
can move through
I
the
don't know
same
if it needs
space
to
as a
rotate
person,
there.
then
For
it
the
means
other
that I
rooms,
can
it might need to
be
rotate.
in
For
the same
right now,
space.
it for the most part looks good, I'd say. Because I don't know how I would be able to rotate it.
Oh god.
So, as you guys open the door, in front of you, you see inside the room only about 10 foot out and then 10 more feet dim light. So you can see...
I can see 60 feet.
Yes, so everybody
can
with
I.
dark vision can see the entirety of the room. Everybody without dark vision can right now see... So without dark vision, you can see the waterway has been curling around the staircase with you. And it comes out opening on the side of the room, opening up again, branching out to the right and then to the left. Inside, that water is sloshing back and forth, falling outside, falling on the ground, and starts curling like, almost like curved veins on the ground.
I'm gonna take
on
out.
the left, on the left.
Hey, veins,
Let me just
veins.
we'll just finish setting the setting. The room on the left side, so everybody who has dark vision can see the whole room, but everybody without can only see the left side of the room. The left
So
side of
I
the
can
room
see
is right
what?
now gray stone, and it's got green vines
It's close.
hanging from the wall at different angles. And then on the opposite side of the room, the only people that with dark vision can see. You can't see colors, but you can see in grays. And right now, this room, that side of the room looks significantly darker than this one. It's almost like a dark gray, and the vines are a dark color. They are not green. It
I'll
seems
make
like
one
there's
unfold.
another color swirling around the vines themselves.
I'm going.
In the center
I
of the
want to
room,
like break away and go look
in-
at that room, but I know I shouldn't.
in the center of the room, you do see two statues. They are in the immediate center, right next to where you see another drain in the ground where one of the waterways is going down to. One of them shows the same male figure that was at the front of the dungeon with his sword facing down, a stern face on with his eyes closed, and then you see another figure with its back turned
the
to it on
woman?
the other side.
I'm guessing it's the woman.
You can't see yet until you get over
I'm
to
going
there.
to take out my bowl lantern and light it so that I can illuminate the room.
Can I check for
Try
traps?
the bull lane, then you start doing it. Roll an investigation check.
Can I go over to the vines?
Which vines on which side of the room?
Yeah, that's why I've been
The
having.
dark
I'm
vines.
very bad
Alright.
at investigating.
Knock, can you move Naresh
I got a
to the
7.
opposite side of the room, and Kyron wherever, I'd say move a little bit further up into the room. Everybody is now within the room themselves. Naresh,
I'll stay in the center of the room.
I'd say roll a perception check as you're looking at the vines themselves. You're not looking for any type of traps or anything, so perception
Yeah,
check.
she's just gonna be in the corner.
Also, can I take out my fiddle?
Yes, you can.
Can I start
Alright.
getting a little bit closer?
Perception,
to the
I
outside?
got a 19.
19. So, Kyron, as you're investigating, you're looking around the room at the floor. There's a lot of dust on the floor right now. It looks like not many things. You can see on the ground
I'm
a
allergic
lot
to
of the dust has been parted, and you can only assume this is where the fire newts had been, and they traveled up there. A lot of the rest of the room on the corners is covered in dust. There's no traps that you can see. Please do not make any more noise. And then
That was Vane
Naresh.
making a weird noise.
Naresh, as everybody walks into the room, the light from Bracket's sword breaking into the opposite side of the room, you can
What's
see
that
the
from?
vines that are on that side of the room are black, and they have red streaking down, almost like blood trickling down the vines themselves. And what did you want to do?
Have I ever seen anything like this?
What? Roll a history check with advantage.
History check with advantage. I got an 18.
18. You saw a lot of these vines in the forest you spent 100 years in.
Well,
Okay.
Oh, that's an elf. Elves live for
Fun.
a long time.
yeah. Kyron wants to start walking to the other statue to go investigate that.
Alright, as you walk around the statue, you see her face. It is the same vampiric figure that you saw before. Right now, she's got a twisted smile with her tongue up, licking a fang that's out, clawed up on her left hand like this. Just
I make that face in selfies sometimes.
her other clawed hand as well, just out right in front of her face.
I like her. Kyron's probably like, wow.
And for the first time in the majority of your life since the Bloodbird Bout, you see, it's a statue, but you see fangs.
Like actual things.
Mm-hmm.
So she's probably like really interested, being like, wow, that's what they're supposed to
So wait, where are these statues?
Statues are probably
Just show me where they are.
for a place marker. I'll put one of my D4s there for where the thing is. It is right about here. So right now,
Where's the other one?
Kyron, they're standing back to back. It's in a 5-foot space right there. Kyron's there looking. Naresh is investigating this
Are
part
they
of the room.
connected to each other?
Yes, they are back to
They're one
back.
statue.
They're one statue back to
I'm
back.
going to touch them with the light spell.
All right. You touch one with the light spell. Which one? The male or
Well,
the
you said
female?
they're one object.
Yeah, but what side? Just to know where.
Go to like the center where
'cause
they're
they're
back
back
to
to
back.
back.
Where they're back to back. It won't matter. The entire object will glow.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Well-
I just read the spell. I double checked.
Yeah, I'm just determining where the source of the light is from, like what part of the statue.
Okay. Well, let me.
Because you're not gonna make the whole statue. It's where you touch, so that side is gonna be the source. It is gonna illuminate the majority of the area.
No, it says the whole object sheds bright light.
Okay, if it says the whole object, then yeah, you touch the object, and the whole thing starts
In a
illuminating light.
20-foot radius.
20-foot radius of bright
And-
light, 20 foot of dim light. So
Okay,
the
I
majority of the
will
room is
close
now
my
lit
bull
up,
lantern and turn it off.
I got you.
right? So the
And
whole
Kyron's
room is
still,
now
be
illuminated.
five
Kyron's still
seconds.
like literally just staring at that vampire girl. Like,
Now you can really see it though, because all the details are gonna light up.
Everybody can now see the entirety of the room. Half of the room, right down the middle, gray light-colored stone with green vines. The other one, black with dark gray with black vines, red trickling down the sides.
Wow, this is
Kyron's-
creepy.
This is
Kyron's
insane
definitely
room.
on the
glad I
vampire
can
side,
finally
just kind
see.
of like staring at her and then staring around, just being fascinated.
From
like,
what you guys notice, there are walls in every corner, and then there is one door at the northern end of the room. It does appear to have a lock on it.
well,
going
Kyron,
I'm
wait,
gonna stand in front of
Kyron's
that
gonna
door.
Kyron's gonna look at Knock and just look at
So
the
you move it?
vines that are on the
Yep.
vampire side and be like, I've never seen vines like
Do you want me to move the door over there?
No, let me pick the lock,
yeah.
please.
Brian,
Yes.
Let me pick the lock, please.
the vines on the wall on the vampire
I want to
side,
get better.
do
If
I
you
know
fail, I
what
break
they
it.
are? Like, I know I've seen
No,
them
if I
before,
fail,
but
don't break it off.
if I
break
start
the
cutting
door.
them down, will they hurt me? Like, do I have a reasonable
So
understanding
I
of
can
them?
have it to
There's no.
practice.
You do not. You know that they will not hurt you. They are just the
I'll just break the
characteristics
door.
of vines from the forest
Or-
vampires
break the door
typically
so I
are
can
hailed from.
practice.
Or my lockpicking seal.
I'm gonna
Sword.
start cutting them off.
All right. As you guys are
Well,
looking at the round, you
Kyron's
start
probably
seeing
gonna
Naresh. What are you cutting them off with?
My dagger.
He pulls out a dagger, and against the wall, he starts just cutting the black.
And Kyron's Kyron's literally gonna be like, literally tell him to stop and be like, I've never seen plants like that. What are you doing?
Now you have to explain yourself.
Cuts one vine, one falls to the ground before you do
Yeah,
say.
like, yo, your girl's from the forest. Your girl loves nature. What are you doing?
These plants are a hideous abomination on this world. They come from the forest where the vampires hail. They're a blight.
And I'll be like, okay, but if they've been in this room for this entire time, we shouldn't be touching them.
Until they spread.
Yeah, until he's spreading eat us.
I just can't bear to see them here.
Why?
He's a vampire hunter. I'm gonna twist it to turn and say he's a vampire hunter. It's kind of his
Just
thing.
because he's a vampire hunter doesn't mean that he needs to be cutting off vines from an unknown room. Like, that makes no sense.
Well, he knows their
There's
vines.
no need to be cutting off plants from walls from a room that we've never been inside of. Like, we shouldn't be changing a room. We don't know what changing this room could do. We shouldn't be touching anything if it's been here for this long.
For the name, Callum,
Gonna
just so you
keep
know,
storage.
the name of the forest is that you hailed from for those 100 years is the Decaying Vein Forest.
Because your girl likes nature and loves
Yep.
plants and doesn't think anything should be cut or killed, even if it's from a bad place. It should be left alone. We don't know what it does.
Oh, I'm going to actually, like, inspect the door.
The door? Alright, roll an
Yes.
investigation check.
I'm gonna come up after him and assist him.
Alright, you can roll with
I'm gonna
advantage.
come assist him.
Well, I wanted to come up and do it anyway. I just haven't had a moment to say
What's
it.
your investigation?
Kyron and
This
Nosh are
is
probably
so
still
fun.
bickering in the
This
background.
is so fun
Well,
doing
on
a
my
dungeon,
on
guys.
my walk over there, I'm gonna walk in between
got
them and
8.
say,
You had an 8.
we have
Alright.
enough things to
I'm like,
worry
you
about
do
without you two bickering.
I was
The door
looking
is-
at
I'm
the
like,
door.
okay, then
The
just
door-
stop
I
cutting
want to look
plants.
more like for the hinges, if I could see the hinges and that kind of stuff.
The door is clearly locked. There is no hinges. It is a stone door. You can see the crevice down following around, but it is completely solid, stuck together. There's not even wind coming through it from the other side. It is solid. You can see where the doors are, and there's a lock right on the
Okay.
front of it.
I'm gonna tell everybody to back up a good distance just in case there's a trap.
And also something that you guys have noticed from time being there, the drain where the path goes off to the right is the same when you saw the mirror on first and shot through. Looking down, you would be able to see the open room that you saw the golden stone in before as well.
Yeah. There's nothing in the drain right now.
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna go over to the door. I'm gonna tell everybody to back up a good distance.
I'm gonna go stand next to Vane. I'm like,
And I'm gonna try to pick the lock.
All right.
I'm gonna put my shield in front of you while she picks the lock.
Roll a dexterity
I'm
check.
gonna stand behind.
I'm gonna assist her with the lock picking.
How are you
I'm
trying?
gonna
How are
stand behind
you
Vane's
trying
wing.
to assist her though? Because she is the only one with lock.
I'm gonna prop up her elbow and whisper nice things in her ear.
Ew!
I'll accept it.
Roll with advantage.
Nice. I'm literally gonna lift up one of Vane's wings in
Oh,
front of me and
nice.
be like,
Just straight dexterity. 17.
17. You're putting the lock in, and it feels like you're finding the tumblers.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're trying to click one up, you feel a quick,
Yep.
a little burst of energy. It
Yep.
kind of repels you out of the lock itself.
Oh, it like
so it's
pushes
magic.
me out.
Yes.
Okay, so I feel that, and I'm gonna turn to him. I'm gonna be like, you know magic, right?
Yeah.
I think this lock is magic. Do you have anything that can get rid of
Awesome.
magic?
That can get rid of magic? I
Yeah.
don't have it. Ah, man.
Did you not prepare for this today?
I don't think you.
I don't know that
She's
bards can get dispel
Can
magic.
they?
As Nock and Naresh are investigating the door for the lock, Kyron, with her passive perception
Hey!
of
You
21,
don't have to speak.
Yep.
feels a slight breeze coming from the right side of the room.
I'm gonna follow
Cool.
that breeze.
You follow it to the
Wait,
wall.
can I I'm gonna turn around and be like, Psst, Vane, I know you're supposed to be protecting Nock for a second, but can you just keep an eye on me for a minute?
Knock.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over towards the breeze.
So, I have an idea, but you're not gonna like it, so you should probably just back up a lot.
Oh, he's gonna shatter
You're gonna
it.
blow it up?
I'm gonna be like, I'm
But-
really gonna put my hand up.
But I had an
"Give me-"
idea.
I'm gonna put my hand up and be like, Naresh, before you make anything explode, let me figure something out real quick. Give me a moment.
Okay.
And Kyron walks over towards the right side of the wall. You can feel the breeze. It's a little gentle wind. Nobody else is able to perceive this, but it's just enough that you feel the air coming through. And you can feel there's a slight section about, I'd say about 6 foot wide, 10 feet tall, where the air is just coming out of a slight sliver in the stone.
And I'm gonna turn around and be like, I think there's a hidden door. Or a hidden something, because there is air coming out
You
of
have a
this.
thing in your backpack for that.
Hey! I'm gonna take out the mirror.
All right. Take out the mirror. What are you doing with the
I
mirror?
want to reflect it at the wall with the breeze coming out of it.
All right. You hold the mirror and you inspect the wall, and then one stone on the right side starts having a faint purple glow around it.
Can I keep it in that place and then just be like, I don't know what to do now?
You hold it there, and the stone is just
Touch it.
still
Wait, do we
glowing.
all see it?
Only through the reflection. If you look through the mirror, you can see it's
Okay.
glowing purple.
Touch it.
So I'm gonna go to the wall where there's a thing and I'm gonna put my hand on it.
All right. You put your hand on it, and
So did that count as
The
a
stone
successful
going through.
lockpick or no?
unfortunately,
That's
Damn.
awesome.
I'm gonna,
And
and I'm gonna turn around and go, I
you
found
have to get
something!
100
the
of
stone
these
go,
guys.
and then the wall on the right side starts
Pretty
to
much. I
open
think he
up
said
in
8.
a doorway.
And I'm gonna turn around and go, just, Naresh, see? We don't always have to make things explode.
But there could
oh,
still
I
be
We
something.
should
I know.
probably pause for
But there
break.
could be treasure on the inside.
Calm down. Let's discover what this
This
is
is locked
first.
for a
Hey,
reason.
hey, chill out, Vine Cutter.
Ooh, fine cutter.
That's kind of actually a cool nickname.
Yeah, I've been called worse.
I've been called.
I'll find out some worse things to call you then.
One thing you
Found some
notice.
drow insults.
One thing you notice through the mirror as well is that purple glow seemed to emanate through the wall to the stone on the opposite end as well. And as you open up, the room opens up. It is in darkness. The light spell is not getting into there, but anybody with
I
dark
can see
vision
it though,
can
right?
see.
So what can I
yes.
see?
I
So
can frizz
are
my
you
soda
walking
in
inside
there.
the room?
No, I'm gonna stand at the doorway for a minute and just look in.
At the opposite end, you do see water pouring down from an opening in the center, and it falls onto a grate in
Alright,
the
can I
center.
investigate for traps around me?
Roll an investigation check.
Thank you. Haha! Finally a good one.
Very good.
I definitely find
19. Sorry.
19. Looking around the room, there is nothing that you can see that that would cause any type of trigger or investigation. However, you are able to see on the grate there seems to be a key sitting on the grate.
Alright, so I'm gonna turn around, smile real big, skip in, and then I'm gonna reach down and lift up the key.
All right, you lift up the key and you pick it up. It is a simple key. It's got a little circle in the circular part of it, and it moves up. It looks nothing too intricate, but it is something perfect.
And I'm gonna
And-
turn around and go, knock, look what I found!
All right,
Oh.
The
Cool.
key to the door.
and you do notice around.
And I'm
the-
gonna go, ha! No shattering.
You do.
Yeah, please don't shatter it now.
Kyron, who is in the room.
Okay, guys. you're
Kyron, who is
fun.
in the room by herself.
was just
Door's
Just
closed,
noticing.
she gets locked in.
It's a waste of a spell.
There is paintings. You can't see the colors on the walls themselves.
Can I go investigate the paintings?
Perception check. It's not going to be a high DC because you can clearly see them. If anybody walks in the room,
You can ask me to walk in with my
Can't see.
sword.
17.
17. If Bracket, are you walking in the room?
Sure, I'll walk in after her.
I'll be like,
With
I
the
can just,
sword
like,
that's glowing!
I'm gonna reach back and just be like, can someone give me some light, please?
She has dark vision.
I
As
do
you-
have dark
I know, but this will make it easier to see. 10
As
foot,
you
10
It
foot.
usually makes me see in gray. So, like, if you
This will
come
be
in the same
normal
color.
daylight, pretty
As
much.
you walk inside, the upper side of the wall, the one to your left, as soon as you walk in the room, you can see wording in a language you don't understand on the top
Do
of
we know
the
what
wall.
language it is?
Does anybody? Is everybody going inside the room?
I'll go in.
Yeah,
I went all go
Yeah.
in the room.
Well,
but-
go in.
Does anybody speak Infernal?
I'm gonna be.
I
dead.
do!
Yes.
Oh, he does! Yay!
Ha!
As
So,
Jinrash walks inside the room and
Why
Kyron
is
is
that-
inspecting the wall, she
Wants
sees
to.
the words on the top.
I want you to
that
say like it's
says-
nothing.
The Battle of Nature's Death.
The
ooh.
Battle of Nature's Death.
It's a
And I'm gonna
on,
look at him and be like, what'd you just say?
on
Do
the
I
in-
know anything about that?
on the image. You see a giant image of what, from
I like it.
as much as you can perceive, it looks like the Shade Shower Forest, but not one
Shit.
that you have ever seen before. You can see there is a giant stone that almost is in the shape of a seed itself, falling from the ground, fire burning around its side, falling down on a smaller mountain of sorts in the Feyshires forest. From what you can perceive, it looks like roughly where you are at currently. In the background, you can see the Blood Ashen Peaks, the mountain range that you guys have become so accustomed to in your life, knowing in the background. You can see that the fire around that acorn-type rock falling, it's just lighting up the surrounding area. You can see winged hellish beasts and creatures flying in the sky with weaponry, vampires just on the ground flying in from the left side. There are other creatures like elementals and gelatinous cubes, things just coming in. Any type of monstrous creatures coming in from the left. On the right side, there are humans, elves, dragonborns, tieflings, dwarves, gnomes, halflings, every humanoid type of race coming in from the right. Weapons ready, running in on the ground in small depictions. It is a fight in this forest of the Shade Forest, a version of it that you have never seen before. And you turn over to the right side of the wall. And anybody who speaks Elvish knows it says the Battle of Nature's Triumph.
Oh, this place is mad.
You can see it.
Wait, so can I? Like, if I read it that and he read it the other way, like me and him probably turn around to each other and go, "Wait, what?"
Once I finish the description, go on and comment. It shows the acornish meteor indented in the forest where that mountain was. The water from the river you guys came down, filling in the space around it. One thing that wasn't there in the image of the Battle of Nature's Death was nature's source. That tree has sprouted in the left part of the background of that image, and you can see right in front of that, you two recognize the image of Naira. The darkened skin, the pink, blue, and white skin just following around her body. Naked, vines just covering over her body, and she's coming out of the tree. There's a little burst of energy that is coming out from her, not filling the whole image, but the majority of the image. In the area, you can see all of the trees that were on fire in the Battle of Nature's Death on there. The river that was purple and poison. You can see it's coming with a lush green color, like it has been revitalized. Outside of that burst, it's still that purple. There's still fire. Enemies who have been dead on the ground, you can see their wounds have healed up in the image. And anybody in the left who was aggressive looking, anger on their face, the right, they seem calm.
Okay, so, question.
Yes.
Do me or Nock or Jinrash, considering we all grew up in that forest, know, like, a story about, like, the name of either of those? Like, do we remember, like,
from history
Nature's
classes.
Death or the Nature's Triumph? Like, do we recognize either of those as something we already knew about?
All you guys know is that there was a battle here. From the checks that you guys did earlier, it's up to your determination.
So we don't know if it was supposed to be considered the death or the triumph.
Yes.
I think these are two different battles. I think it's the same battle.
I mean, are you both saying these things out loud? It could be the same battle.
Like, cause I'm looking at it like as the different sides depicting it in a different way. Like that's what I'm looking at.
An artist created this and could have heard stories from both sides and determined what is
that's what I'm thinking of. Like it could be like the vampire woman spoke of it in a different way, and then
history is written by the victors.
Or it could be before.
But neither one.
Well, because it's
both.
both with that. It's both with that acorn thing, and it's like the exact same thing, but with different backgrounds.
But I'm thinking maybe the death of nature was the birth of Naira. Maybe
I'm probably looking up being
god.
like, I still feel like it's the same battle and just different sides.
Did you hear what I said?
And as you guys...
History is written by the victor, but if near side wins, history is written by both.
That's true.
And as you guys are inspecting this room, let's go ahead and take a break. I gotta pee.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, I need to pause before I can
We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes to see what the group does with this discovery.
Where's my sticky note?
We will see you then.
Boom. Boom. They can hear us. I'm going to spit this gum out that I just put in my mouth because I chewed too loudly.
Hello.
Thank you all for allowing us a pee break. It was phenomenal.
No, we won't pee anymore. We're sorry. We're so sorry.
I'll stop doing that. I'll
I've
stop
gone
having bottom
through
No,
at least
everyone's
a drink
getting
that I
catheter
poured
inserted
more, so,
now.
You know, I needed a pee break.
Ew.
Malibu. For the love of God, please sponsor us.
Free.
Mountain Dew, maybe, you know.
Mountain Dew, yes.
All right,
Still no.
continuing. So the group had just entered a room with the labels on the left wall, the Battle of Nature's Death, and the right wall, the Battle of Nature's
It'll take a
Triumph.
second to catch up on us. On
It's
this end.
definitely more of a second.
It takes like 10 to 20
There
Oh,
seconds.
we go.
Jesus Christ, my God.
Is there anything in this drain that's at the in front of Iris?
The terrain, for the most part, in your area is that darkened gray that you saw on the right side of the two-sided room. Once it moves up to the walls, the image that you guys see completely overtakes it. On the wall in front of you, you can see a waterway coming down and pouring down a little waterfall towards a grate, and that's where the key that Kyron picked up.
Yeah.
The grate, just like the other ones, is about an inch and a half little bars.
I'm gonna hold my breath, stick my head in, and see if there's anything further down.
It's not that deep. It's not like a pool at all. So you can just look over and see down. And you can see the water ends up going.
Pause, Brian.
Yes.
Give me a sec. You can keep talking. I think the session froze on my computer for a second.
And you can look down. It does
no,
go
it's
about
freezing.
100 feet down, as you had seen. You can't see that far down. There's no light in this section. But you can see probably from the light that Bracket has about 20, 40 feet down with the dim light. The water goes and starts curving slightly down at an angle until it's out of your view.
Okay, nothing.
It opens up to another hallway. You can see the water from the waterway that curved around goes to the right side of the wall through an opening and continues out down that hallway. You can see about 10 feet in front of you, 10, 15 feet maybe, and the room, because of Bracket's sword, it splits to two hallways, one to the left and one to the right.
Okay, I'm gonna bring Naresh with me again.
I'm gonna light a torch.
Alright, you take the flint and light the torch.
I'm gonna say.
And the torch is 30 foot, I believe, right?
1 second.
I believe it's a 30 foot, so I think that is more than what Bracket's sword can do.
I'm gonna turn to Naresh and I'm gonna say, I think you and I should go down one of these hallways and scout for about
Burns
20
for 1
feet,
hour,
30
20-foot
feet.
radius.
20 foot, so you have basically the
And
same
then
range
light for
as
the
Bracket's
yeah.
sword.
So,
Total of 40 feet.
I'm gonna tell the group to stay where we are, and Naresh and I are gonna go down the left path first to investigate, and then the right path, about like 30, 50
Wait, you can't
feet.
see.
Alright.
I'm going to help him.
If,
Here. No, I'm gonna give
so
you.
how
I'm
is
gonna
the
give you the
group
torch.
moving up? And are you okay,
Nah.
Conlon?
Take the torch with you.
I'm worried about taking a
really do
torch.
about it. I'm
So-
stopping the stream and
Because there
restarting
could
it.
be
Are you
something
moving
down there
up with
that
the group?
might hear us.
Oh yeah, I'll
or
move up with
see
the group.
us.
Move,
So-
keep me up with everyone else.
So Bracket is moving up with his sword, Jinrash moving with his torch. Is everybody moving to the left path?
Okay, well,
I'm gonna tell them to
let's
stay
drop.
behind, and Naresh and I go down one path.
Okay, how
To
are you
investigate it.
seeing? Naresh can see, but is the Bracket behind your
Oh,
back with
I'm
the sword?
gonna give her. I'm gonna give her the gift of sight with my wand of light. I'm gonna start shooting balls of light down the path.
You shoot a ball of light down the path, and 10, 20, 30, 40 feet down the path, you hit a wall. The path moves over to the left side.
I think whatever unstable moment we were having. is
Okay,
Okay.
let's
gone. I have no clue what
let's
just
look at
happened
the
the
right
past 5
path
minutes, by the way.
first before we continue down.
Okay.
So
Do you want me
where
to shoot another ball of light down there?
Yeah,
down the right path?
down the right path. Yeah.
Alright, you shoot the ball of light down the light path. You can go. It can go a total of 60 feet, right, Kylan?
I live.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, you shoot a ball of light down the right path, and there is no doorway. It shoots into an open room. Following, you can see the waterway goes underneath the room you're on. There's a little opening before where you can see the water slosh up and go down, and then it goes into a room on that side. The light bulb just gets right by where the waterway, it splits to the left and it splits to the right in that room.
Okay. We're gonna go back, and I'm gonna describe what we saw to the rest of the group. I'm I'm gonna say, which path do you think we should go down first?
Mark off 2 charges from your Knight's Guide Callum
Could he
unless
have-
you take them back.
Gone the back, yeah.
You've left the lights there so far?
Yep.
Alright, they stay for about an hour or so,
Oh, okay.
so.
You can grab them if you need.
Yeah.
Let's decide which path we want to go down first.
What did we see in each one?
So down the left, it went about 40 feet, and then there was a path to the left of that. Down the right, it's opened up into a big room, and then
What did you
split in
call
2
it again?
directions.
Knight's Guide.
And it's split into 2 directions.
Let's go in the big room.
Nice guy. Thank you.
Okay. Any other ideas?
I agree. Big room.
Okay, so we're gonna head down the right path.
Alright.
Haha, the right path.
Haha. Watch it be the wrong one.
Yeah.
Immediately all die. Stone kills whole
My
party.
instinct was
Alright.
to go left first.
Marching order
My
staying the
instinct
same.
usually
Knock,
is
Naresh, Bracket, Kyron, Jinrash, Vane.
Yep.
Yes.
Alright.
Yas.
Naresh and Knock.
Oh wait. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
Naresh
Narash.
Naresh and Knock entering the room first. I believe this goes on to my second map that I've prepared. Below hand.
Below hand.
Below hand, yes.
Oh, onto this bottom map? Wow.
Hey, you guys took the left path, not the right.
Okay.
No, we went down the right path.
The right path.
Well,
Yeah.
the left path from the first room.
Oh, yes.
It has branched several times right now so far. Towards that room, Naresh and Nock leading the group in that spot. Bracket right behind. Kyron.
Can you delineate my orb of light with a die or something?
And you control the figurines from now. So right now I'll use my D4.
Am I a white
Your light got about on the floor right there. You'll see that in about 10 seconds is our delay, right?
Yeah. It might be more than that, or just because the stream freaked out. I have no clue what the delay is right now.
Yes. So 20 foot from there, bright light. 20 foot from
I
dim
didn't think
light.
you used it before.
When you get in that room, for the majority of the room, that light
Oh.
illuminates. The rest
Nothing
brackets
mind.
light illuminates
Nothing
as
before.
well. You can see the same dark gray tone on the rock walls. Blackened vines with the red swirling down like blood. The waterway on the left side of the door moves forward, branching off to the left, and then to the right, it's raised up, and there's a little barrier right there. The rest of the waterway there is dry, and it ends on a bowl on the right side. You can see on the right side beyond that, there is a lever.
Okay.
Oh, the lever conk!
I'm going to go over and inspect the dry area.
The dry area of the bowl. It seems like there is just a empty area. There's no bowl. Roll a perception check.
17.
17.
Oh, sorry. Investigation?
Perception.
Perception, yes, 17.
So looking over there, you see completely an area, just dry area. And you look up, and right above it, there is a skull imbued in the ceiling. From the surrounding area, too, with the light, on the left side, where the water breaks off over to there is a naked
Oh.
elven
Oh.
woman,
Ooh, how good is she looking? Is she?
just
Shut up, Bracket.
up and crucified
Oh.
on
Whoa,
an image.
Never mind, alive.
On an image that you
I
can
mean,
only recognize as the same image that was on Zytalia's promise, minus the gray mist going around the corner. So it's the claw, then the upside down claw there, and the blackened core behind her. She's just crucified on there with her head slapped to the right. Her teeth clenched. With your perception, you can see some fangs coming out.
So it's a vampire woman crucified.
You can see she is completely naked and her body is starved. You can see the bones protruding out of the
It's
skin
the
that's
statue?
left. And that is where
Or a
the
real
water is turning towards a little pool opening up at her feet.
Is this a statue or a
Wait.
real person?
Is this a statue that we're seeing, or is this a real elven woman?
That's what I'm just saying.
Roll a perception check.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Kyron and
Yeah.
Naresh.
Oh,
That's really good for her.
25.
23, I think.
I
think
got
six.
18.
Plus 6. Yeah, 23.
She doesn't appear to be made out of stone. But
Ah!
she's not moving.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Ryan!
I'm going to.
I'm literally gonna
You
like.
sick fucker.
I'm gonna tell everyone in front of me that everyone stop. That's not stone.
Okay.
That's a vampire.
Fire.
That's a vampire nailed to the wall. So.
Fire.
No.
No,
He
stop.
has
Stop.
a torch in his hand, holding up
Just
Jinrash
going
moving
fire.
forward. The whole room, for the most
I want
part,
everyone to
because
stop,
of Naresh's light, Bracket's sword, and Jinrash's torch, is lit up, so you can see the extent of the room.
Can they
All
can
you
all
can
see
see
her?
is that the exterior, the dark gray, blood blackened vines, the elven figure to the left where the water's going, and the open dry bowl to
and
the
I'm
right.
literally gonna be like,
the open
guys,
Wait a
with
second.
The lever and a skull in the ceiling.
And I'm literally gonna go, guys, there's
Okay.
a body in here. Everyone stop.
I'm going to.
What's with the water that's pooling
Wait,
right on her
guys.
feet?
I'm going to go over to her and try to do like a medicine check to see if she's like a person, to see how long she's been dead, to see if she's still alive.
Roll a medicine check.
I can tell you she's a vampire and she's not dead.
14.
14. The body does not seem to be moving whatsoever, and she is just completely unmoving. Her jaw slack to the side, arms up, basically staked to the image of the claws of the symbol of Ilios.
I take.
Is she like, wait, is she like chained to anything, or is she like, she's
How
like,
high up is
completely,
she?
like, against it?
A piton is just put through her palm.
How high up is she?
She's been spiked.
Her feet are basically at the floor where the water is pooling towards. Her feet not actually touching the water. The water, for the most part, pouring off the sides and then pouring through a little crack.
I'm
in
gonna
this
take an
room behind her.
arrow and reach up and try to turn her face.
All right.
Oh Jesus Christ!
You
I
take an
wouldn't get
arrow
that close.
and you put it up against her face and just turn her face facing yours now. Her teeth still clenched. Has not reacted yet.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's an actual person. I will back
Well,
up.
I just said there was a body in here.
Um,
Doc.
Well, we didn't
But
know
what's-
for sure.
I'm still confused. Why is the water pooling at her feet?
When I let go, does her head go back to where it was?
As soon as you
It's
take
like
the
slowly
arrow off,
building to like kills her.
Okay.
What the fuck's going on?
Okay.
Or did somebody get her with running water, and that's why?
My ankles are gone.
What was that?
you notice her feet are not touching the water. They're basically dangling right above the water surface before it trickles off to the side, flowing into a little crack underneath the wall behind her.
Okay, so that might not
So
be.
you didn't buy a
complete
He
crucified
put
doll.
a dead body in this place. God
She's
damn it.
definitely.
She's not dead.
Well, I know she's not dead, but like he put like a
She's
body
not
in here.
moving. We don't know if she's dead or not.
Well, she.
He said
I know a lot
she's
about
not dead,
vampires,
yeah.
but I know like what's going on, like why she isn't moving if she's not dead.
Wait, hit her with the mirror.
Does she know?
She's
No.
gone.
She's a
not.
vampire. We know
Let's
she's a vampire.
guarantee.
Do not ruin a mirror.
Won't
I
ruin
wasn't
the
gonna
mirror.
look.
I
I'm
thought
not
you
gonna
were
go and be like
hit her with it.
No.
You said hit her with the mirror.
just tap her on the nose, like wake up, wake up.
Oh, that's a good point. Wait. Pull out the mirror. If she has a reflection, she's not a vampire.
I'm gonna go like this, just go.
And you look through the reflection, and you see nothing but Ilios' symbol.
Can I be a dick and just be like, see, everyone
She's
here
a
has a
vampire.
reflection except
Let
for
me
this
deal
one.
with her.
Should I be a dick?
What do you
No.
say? No.
I could be a dick about it.
What do you say, Callum? Repeat.
Can I please deal with her? She's not a human. She's a vampire.
We get it. She's a vampire. She doesn't have a reflection. She's hanging by the wall, unmoving. What
Can
do
we
you
burn
mean
her?
deal with her?
He's a vampire hunter.
I get that,
I'm
but like
going
if she's
to put her
against
in
the
the
wall,
running
why is
water
she
and
against the
kill her.
wall? Why is she not moving?
But I don't
What
think
if
it's running.
she's a sacrifice, though? What if we shouldn't kill her?
Well, there's a reason she's here.
Yeah, what if there's a reason? What I said about the
Wait.
vines earlier. We shouldn't be
You
touching
suppose
things that have been in
feed her,
rooms for
wake
this
her
long.
up. Like she's.
No, I don't.
You shouldn't
I did
leave
not say
vampires
that
just-
we should feed her. Why would I say
Maybe.
that?
Looking at her teeth, her jaws are still clenched.
And I'm just gonna look at him and just be like,
I don't
what
think-
shh. What I said about the vines is the same thing going on here. Things that have been in these rooms for this long, we shouldn't touch.
But she was
We
in
don't
here
know
a lot.
if she's dangerous. We don't know
So
what
uncomfortable
she is.
leaving a vampire alive here.
Not.
And now
She was
you
locked
still
in
remember
here?
From the
She's
right
been
side
locked
of the
in
room,
here for
there's the empty
fucking
bowl
ever.
and a lever over there.
The lever probably releases her, so let's not touch that.
Or
Wait, is it?
Empty bowl, a little wall up in that section, and then a skull
Okay.
in the ceiling.
How about this?
What if the lever like releases
How
like
about this?
blood into
We
the bowl and she
all-
goes, ha!
How about this? We all aim at her.
oh yes, the
I pull
melee
the
fighter
lever.
shall aim at her.
Okay, ass.
Yeah, aim at her, but like we don't.
Alright,
we can't
Conlon,
do
please
much
move
against
all
it.
the characters over towards that section if that's where everybody's at.
Where are we?
The
She's gonna
black
kill
in
us.
core is where the
This?
vampire is.
Everybody
We're
aim
getting
at
killed
her.
by a naked lady. God damn
I'm
it.
going to stay far back.
Yeah, put me back. I'm not getting close. to
Kyron
her.
is
How
not
dare you.
close, and I am not close. We are ranged attackers.
Yeah,
Naresh,
we're
where would you
I'm
be?
back. He's probably right in front of her.
What is their proposed plan at this point?
I'm telling
Everyone
everybody
aim at
to
her.
aim at her while I pull this lever in case it releases her. But it could be an answer to a puzzle that we don't know yet.
Well, I'm trying to sidetrack. First,
okay.
swap to dual wielding.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand probably approximately 10 feet back from her,
That's where you are.
but I'm going to be like
I'd say
with
move
my
5
fiddle
feet
out,
behind.
ready to do something if she gets released.
Because it's still like it's close enough with the water. I'd say right there. He'd probably. All right. So what are you guys doing?
Okay, so I'm going to back up.
The light still right in that room. Bracket sword illuminating.
So
Jim
like
Rash
the
holding a
lever is
torch.
like here about.
And my axe.
And your axe.
Everyone's
You're
aiming
one
at her.
hand
I
in your
probably
axe
have my
right now.
hands out like a wizard being like, I have moonbeam ready.
Wait,
Give me a
So
second.
I take out an arrow. I
I'm
knock
gonna
it,
s-
reach
Can I tell you
behind,
guys what I think is gonna
and
happen when
flick
the lever goes out?
the lever
You
with
flick-
an arrow knocked.
Wait,
All
wait.
right.
Before that happens, I'm gonna switch to dual wielding.
All right. You put your shield away.
Like
Now, what
I like
swords do
flick
you
it
have
with my
out?
elbow.
I already have my.
And I just have my
obviously,
hands
the
up.
light
Radiant
sword.
Ripper.
I'm gonna probably go for the plant. What the plant one was?
Plant whacker.
Plant whacker.
So the
Because it has
sword-
better attack.
The sword with the green hilt and then the blade that's ridged, like it rips through actual
Yeah.
flesh. Knock with her arrow aimed at the creature. She
I
I
with
like
her
hit
other
it with
hand
my elbow.
flicks the lever,
My hands are out here like.
and then the little blockage on the waterway just,
That's what I expected it to do.
and then you start feeling. You hear chirp, 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 chirp from the skull and the ceiling. Water starts coming down, but it's red. It's dripping down and
I
falling
figured it
into the
would.
pool.
Close
and
that.
The water
Close
starts
it.
going
Wait a
down,
second.
pouring,
no.
and the skull comes apart, just floating in the air above you guys right now, just looking down,
Like alive?
just floating
Is it
around.
an action to flick the lever again?
Its eyes flickering orange right now. You flick the lever, and nothing
Nothing
happens as
happens,
it
yeah.
goes back.
You,
Ah!
it's too late.
And
What is that?
The water is now blood trickling down from the ceiling, flowing down, mixing in with the waterway, and the skull, now its eyes glowing orange, looks at all of you, looking around. And everybody speaks common. My purpose has been lost to the ages.
Oh, great.
We fucking awoke some
My
sort of.
master turned into a puppet, stuffed in a hole. You cannot take what she hides.
Oh, see? Now we
And
know
looks
that
like
she's
he's
hiding
preparing
something.
attack. Everybody roll initiative.
Yeet.
Wait.
Do I have advantage
Why'd
here?
you have to use
It's
the term
within a
puppet?
man-made structure right now.
He knows about my
He's no longer
phobias and
in
he uses
nature.
the term puppet. Great. I'm having nightmares tonight. You suck.
Okay, that one's for me.
Oh, well, I'm definitely last.
Give me 1 second.
No, I'm
Everybody
I got a
hold their
5.
initiative till I do the count off. Hold on 1
I
second.
literally got a
I think
5.
it's-
Vane's pretty quick.
Initiative.
I have a 5.
Initiative.
So I'm last.
You get a 5?
Yeah.
I thought you were ruling dungeons. Dungeons is natural. Damn it.
All right. So,
Oh wait, before we do
And a
anything, I want to remind you that if this is like magic and stuff, that I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed,
That's true.
all right.
and I cannot be put to sleep magically. So fuck y'all.
You remember that.
I will, because you can't charm
So-
me,
Oh,
bitch.
I see this weird skull thing in his master
well,
book.
that's because I heard puppet, which means it probably possesses you, and I'm like,
Probably.
I have advantage against being charmed, so fuck you.
This creature is. Give me one of the floating things.
Oh, great. Yay.
Oh great, it flies.
It came
Love
from
that.
the ceiling.
Yep.
It's floating up about
It's always a fairy, guys.
Always a
25
fairy.
feet from you, all right there.
To be fair, fairies are supposed to be really creepy.
Kyron,
Oh, yeah.
you back up.
Oh, I'm already in the back. I'm like,
No, you're
You're
right
against the
next
wall.
to it. You back
Oh
up.
yeah, can I get my first
20.
move is going behind Vane.
That will be on your turn.
I know, but I'm last.
25 to 20.
Vane has a dirty 20.
Can Vane back me up?
20 to 15.
I have a 17. Cool, I'm back
15
to back.
to 10.
I got 11.
Oh god, guys. All right.
Yeah.
This might be important though. It could be really
I should've
important.
10 to 5.
9.
I got a 5.
Cal, what do you got?
Hold
I have
on.
a nat 1.
Wait, 10
Oh.
to 5. What were you guys again?
I was a 5.
5 and 9.
Ouch.
Naresh is last. Never mind, I'm not last.
Ouch.
This is our worst rolling for
Yeah.
initiative, I think, so
Our
far.
worst
Yeah.
one.
Naresh got a nat 1 in the last initiative, too.
God damn it, Callum.
He makes it count. He's at the end. He finishes them.
All right, after the words that have been
Nice
uttered
guys, finish
from
last.
this creature,
I really wish that like it wasn't until my turn that I had to back up because I really want to back up. Why did I go to the back of the room?
Vane, it
Should've
is
stayed by the dead
your
body.
turn.
Unless he
Okay.
tries harder and makes
Scratch his eyes out!
Vane is going to fly up and over to it. It's going to.
All right, Bracket, Common, please give 2 flying things to Bracket to
I
knock.
mean, is that
to Vane,
super
wherever-
necessary?
Are you staying up there?
Just so if she's staying
Yeah.
up in the air.
She's
So
going
it is,
to.
this is going to be over here, over here.
She's
Where's
going to
yours?
be directly across.
Oh, that's not even the right one.
You gotta move the light die for now. It's moved.
But I mean, she's probably gonna back out of its range afterwards. So I
Alright.
feel
We'll
bad
move it.
about making you do that.
This skull, it's literally just the head of a skull, orange eyes blaring, green flames enveloped around it.
Ghost Rider? What?
So
Damn,
it's,
I'm hungry.
she's gonna talon.
Yeah, where's
Roll
Nicholas
an
Cage
attack
when
roll.
you need him?
6.
6. Vane flies up and tries to take a swipe, and the skull just ducks out of the way. Just-
Okay, she's
Oh,
gonna
watch, roll the
back.
rolls.
Please don't do that.
She's gonna back.
That's
You
fine,
know,
guys.
as far up
I'm
as
fine
she
with
can.
these.
She's gonna
Alright.
try to
Using
get.
those
Vane moved.
She's
probably
gonna get
about 30
here.
feet. She can
Oh.
definitely move. Is she on the ground?
Fine with this one.
More close to the ground, 5 feet above the ground.
Yeah, let's say 5
Oh,
feet
well,
above, so I
that's-
don't have to put this down.
All right, is that the end of Vane's turn?
Yeah, she doesn't have any bonus actions.
All right,
That's
Knock,
my turn.
it is your turn.
Okay.
Right now, just so you know, the flame skull, it doesn't matter because the light, you guys have so many lights in the room, but the skull is illuminating about 15 foot around it.
How
It is light
big
as
is
well.
it,
This whole room is
approximately?
basically, it is it's considered tiny. It is smaller than
Okay.
you.
I'm
Is it in
just
the
gonna.
air?
Yes, it is floating. The roof is about 30 feet high, so it is right now 30 feet
It's
in the air.
definitely been more than an hour, correct?
It has
Since I
been,
cast Hunter's Mark.
yes,
Definitely,
because
okay.
you took the short
Wait,
Yeah,
how big
I
is the
didn't
skull
take a
again?
short
It's
rest.
tiny.
Oh,
It's
no, we're
considered
still
Yeah,
tiny.
I
It is
know.
smaller than
Ow.
Knock. Knock's about 3 foot and what?
3'4".
3'4". This skull
Okay.
is basically just a skull size. So it's about like a foot tall and everything. Just green flames, orange eyes, just glaring down at all
Okay.
of you.
So
I'm
Ghost
going
Rider
to
without a
move
body.
here,
Yeah.
and I'm going to
One green
aim up
flame
at it
flies.
and shoot it.
Make an attack roll.
Okay. 28 to hit.
That
Jesus
hits.
Christ.
Roll damage.
17 plus 9, my guy.
All right.
Okay, 1d8.
And this is piercing damage, right?
Yeah. 1d8 plus 5. 6.
6 total damage.
Yeah.
You take a shot and it skids off the side of the skull, just making a tiny dent. Definitely didn't make an impact. It was almost like it repelled the actual arrow, doing some damage, but not a lot.
Oh no, it's resistant to piercing
Probably.
I gotta
It
get it
needs to
down.
get close enough to me to radiant damage the piss out of the fucker.
Is that the end of
And
your
fire
turn?
damage, hopefully.
I mean, I can do ice damage too. So
Yeah.
I have ice knife and I have frostbite.
Hopefully it falls.
Alright, after that, Jinrash, it is your turn.
Well, I don't think I can hit it.
Is it? No, it's probably too far away for
It's
you to.
too far.
30 foot in the air, right at the ceiling.
Yeah, I
You
can't
can't
do
do
it.
fire blast it, can you?
Well, wait.
Double check range on fire blast.
15 foot radius. He already used it once already since this long rest.
Oh, so you can't use it.
Yeah.
Well, ball sack.
I believe you used it. You used it in the last fight, right?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Because I remember it didn't matter at all. I'm also
No, I didn't use it.
And it's also
Oh,
just
You didn't?
No,
just
for short
freaking
rest
great,
anyways.
because, like,
Yeah.
my wild shape
for a
wouldn't
short
do
rest. If-
So you're
jack
meant doesn't matter. It's for
shit in
short
that
resting.
situation.
Yeah.
I can't
15-foot
turn into anything
radius,
that
you
flies
can
yet.
get
No.
below it if you
Yeah, I
want
can't.
I can't turn into anything that can be like
It's still,
30
it's,
feet in
I only
the
have
air
15
either.
feet, so it's not gonna do anything.
to. So what are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna use this.
I'm not gonna do
So
shit.
it'll at least give
You're
it
staying
advantage.
exactly where you are. Are you doing anything with your action or your bonus action?
I'm
You
going.
can remember you can always ready an attack, but you need to specify what conditions that attack goes off of.
'Cause it will get
I'm
this
gonna
advantage.
spike,
I'd rather
or
be weaker.
Plus, I mean, cantrips.
You can hold your attack for a certain condition, but you need to specify
it's an
what that
action.
condition is.
Some
I'm
of them
going
are bonus
to
actions, but all of yours are
spike
actions.
the
What are bonus actions again?
torch I have
What will those be under?
into the ground beside me,
Okay.
and
It is made of stone. You
Oh.
spike it down right in a corner of where the spike blocks are.
Yeah.
are.
Actions.
This is not going to be your action. Just want to see if it gets stuck. Athletics check, just for how far you push it down.
I played this one.
well, that's 9.
9.
You can't.
Okay.
You put it down. It
Actually, no,
He lied. It's
That's
14.
14.
I
You
have
stick it
two
in.
of
It barely moves a second. It's pretty well wedged into it.
Yeah,
Okay.
anybody can do
and I'm going to have my axe ready for dual attack or two-handed attack
Two-handed, and you're holding your action for what?
for if
it.
anything
Getting brighter
comes
and
in.
or enemy comes within
With your
range.
radius. Okay. So if anything
Yeah,
comes
it's-
within
yeah.
your
I agree.
radius,
I'm
that
gonna-
will be your reaction to
Yes.
make an attack roll against it. All right. After that, it is the Flame Skull's turn.
Cool.
All right. So, at first, it is going to use its action. It's just looking around at all of you and just like
Ew.
and its image starts to shift until it's almost like a shifting image back and forth. It's hard to actually perceive its actual image at this moment. It flies down over. It's now about 20 feet in the air, and it's moving towards the direction right over here. It's about 20 feet down. It's moved 10 feet down. Did not get into your radius at all, but it's now 15 feet right above Bracket right now, just staring down at it.
Crap.
Its image just shifting back and forth. It's hard to keep its focus on you. Or it's hard to keep your focus on it as it's moving just back and forth.
Okay. It's okay, I'm not going to swing at it anyways.
Alright. After that, Bracket is your turn. You
Okay.
are about 6 foot. It's about 10 more feet above you.
Yeah, it's beyond my ability to hit it. And I can't fly anymore. I'm out of that bit. Sorry, everyone.
It's okay.
That's for a long rest. So I guess I'm gonna prep for an attack.
Alright, you're gonna hold your action. If the enemy gets anywhere within your radius, you will make an attack roll against it. Alright, after that, Kyron, it is your turn.
Hi.
Can you
so,
still back up, please? Yeah, can I back up?
Alright,
This is
move
60
Kyron
feet,
to
so,
where
yeah.
she would like
me-
to be.
I have to be at least in 60 feet to do what I want
So
to do.
it's 20 feet up, and so like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 probably to get to you.
Okay.
Alright.
So you can back up, I'd say, yeah, like 35 more feet.
Yeah.
You can back up all the way, I think.
So I'm going to cast Frostbite at it. It's a cantrip,
Alright.
and it needs to make a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Alright. Alright. That is a 19
Damn it!
Constitution
Damn.
saving throw. You aim your hand, cold energy starts just appearing around it, and the green flame just expend it, sending the ice shards sending
I'll
out
try
across the room.
I'll still try again later. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true. It is a cantrip, so.
Yeah.
So if it succeeds, I don't think anything happens.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's nothing else I can do, and I already backed up. So.
Alright.
Moving on.
Is that the end of your turn?
Only bonus action I have is a turn to an animal, and that's not gonna do jack shit. So.
She's not like go in the water.
Naresh,
Yeah.
it is your
I'm
turn.
gonna turn to a fish.
Yes. Okay.
Right now, Naresh, just so you know, you are the bottom left character. You are the one that is
Okay.
furthest in the left corner of
Gains
the
the
map.
blood-soaked water.
Yep.
It hasn't
How far
moved
away
for a
is it
while.
from
since-
me?
What do you say?
How far away is it from me?
Wait, has
Count
the
that
thing
steps.
gone
It's about 20 feet in the air. Common, can you count that for me?
Oh my god.
What's
So,
started.
Oh,
5,
it just started moving.
10,
It's like
15,
you can't
20
see
feet
it.
away from you and 20 feet up.
So you want to be underneath it?
No, he just wanted to know how far it
No,
was.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
about 20 feet in distance, 20 feet in the air.
Throws detect magic at it. Guys, it's
So
magic.
you guys just do map how far away it
No,
is?
shit.
Hold on.
Is it really?
Wait for me.
That's crazy.
What was that, Naresh?
So like 27 to 35 feet away from me, somewhere in there.
Yes,
I don't
within-
know how to map that.
Within about 30 feet after the angle up from you.
Up to you. It depends on if it
Okay.
goes down before.
I'm going to
Because
cast
it is right before you, which is kind of helpful.
Phantasmal Force at it.
Alright.
Nice.
Now, what is the exact image you want it to see if it fails the save?
The exact image is a little complicated. So I wanted to
Can you
see
turn this
a,
down? This is so loud.
Yeah, I
like
just
a
turned it down.
writhing mass of tentacles latch onto its face and like begin to slap it and like wrench at it with claws and suction cups.
Alright.
Okay, so you want to see...
What kind of save does it need to make?
Much?
Intelligence saving throw.
Oh, that's
Is
not
it that one?
Alright.
Well, the actual water ball, yes, but the
Oh.
water ball it opens
So,
before
what
water
is the DC it needs to make?
That one.
15.
Alright,
Mine
as
is
these
working.
images start to conjure from your spell, twirling around its image, its fire burst just expends from the area, just sending those tentacles from your image just bursting out to the side.
I don't like it.
Nope. We're all rolling poor.
So
It's rolling
passed.
great, and we're like...
It succeeded.
That's too bad.
That's too bad.
Yeah, Phantasmal Force is cool.
I am
Yeah,
so
I was hoping that if it saw a bunch of tentacles latched onto its face, it would also be blinded. Like that's what I was going for.
Unfortunately, it succeeded from the save. So far, this thing's rolling pretty well.
Yeah,
we're
we
rolling
know.
shit.
So far.
Yeah.
I'm going to bardically inspire Kyron, so I'm gonna look over at Kyron.
Oh! Are we
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, finally.
Uh-huh.
And what are you
Remember
saying
you're
or
dying,
doing?
I'm going to say, next time try a damaging spell, and then I'm gonna like do my way over with
You think my
fiddling
spell
tooth
wasn't damaging?
and just
No, like a direct attack spell,
What?
that's what he means.
You think the spell that I used wasn't a damaging spell?
No, he's saying a direct
no,
attack
it's
spell.
a cantrip, not a spell.
Despite your
Cantrips and spells are different
to
things.
that what he
It's
said,
not damaging.
you now have 1d6 bardic inspiration to add. You can add it to your little plaything so you remember you have it. And after that, Naresh, is that your turn? Are you moving at all?
And you can use it within the next 10 minutes.
So you got time?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move a little closer to it,
There you go.
like to the edge of the water.
Jinrash is in that space. Are you gonna move right behind
Literally
Jinrash?
says damage.
Or next to him?
Yeah.
All right.
You just meant that it was a cantrip.
All right.
spell.
That
Yeah, it's
ends
just
Naresh's
cantrips.
turn. It is now
I think it was
Vane's
smart
turn.
as a cantrip.
My cantrip would have also weakened
She's
it,
gonna
so-
fly back up behind it this
All
time.
right.
So, can I just use this?
Yes.
Okay.
And we'll place her at the end of her turn where
Yeah.
she's at.
To attack.
All right. Roll an attack roll.
Oh my god!
Oh god, holy
7
shit.
to hit!
7. Vane flies around, swirling around this creature, its wings beating air, making the flames move around its creature, and makes one talon attack. It just quickly, not even looking, just shifts to the side.
This time she's gonna stay there because she wants to be able to do an attack of opportunity if she needs to.
All right. Vane staying right on its form. All right, that ends Vane's turn. Knock. It is your turn.
I
Where is
will
that she's
shoot
fighting?
it with an arrow.
Give me 1 second before you make that
Probably should be
attack
facing
roll.
it.
'Cause that's all I can do.
Bracket. I have 2 swords, but no ability to do anything until I hit it. When I hit it, it dies.
So, if I'm doing -5 to hit, can I
Alright.
roll the die first and then choose to subtract 5?
Before you do, I want to let you know.
Yeah.
Roll your attack with disadvantage. Its image blinking
Ah,
back
yeah.
and forth. You can choose before you make your attack roll to -5.
Before I make the attack.
Yes.
No. Okay, 14 to hit.
14. That hits.
Nice.
Roll damage
Ooh.
with the additional damage because you took the negative You didn't take the negative. Okay, yeah. So it's regular damage. Sorry.
10 damage.
10.
No, if I had taken it, it would have been a 9 to hit.
Yes.
So.
What was the total? 10, you said?
10 damage.
Yeah, 10
Okay.
damage.
Again, your arrow just going through its eye and piercing through the back. Again, it's just not even looking like it's too phased by the actual damage itself. All right.
I'm gonna say shit in Goblin.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Right after that, Jinrash, it is your turn.
It's
It's
Goblin
about
is
20
French.
feet
She
from
just
you.
goes mert.
It's
Mert.
20 feet in the air.
Goblin is French.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's just funny.
I'm going to put
We should
myself
all learn the languages
right
we're supposed
by-
to know.
the
It'd be so funny. if
I'm
it
gonna
was
learn Elvish and
pinned up
Giant and Primordial
elf.
and
Alright.
Druidic.
I need to learn Celestial.
still ready
Common,
Alright.
In case
halfling,
he,
orc, druidic, gnomish,
get-
goblin.
or something
You
moves
guys
in my
learning?
range.
All
And
right.
I get more.
Yeah.
She has
That's
one
it.
more language.
That's all
than
you
me.
do.
I will get another
Alright.
as well.
Jinrash readying his
I mean, I
attack
can too.
afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
All right. The flame skull.
Technically one of the
I have a
things can
feeling
say
he's
is
going
the
towards
one
it.
with
Yeet
the
me,
I think
yeet
one
me,
or two
yeet
more
me,
languages.
yeet me.
Which I almost took
Flying
just that one.
more
Vane is
towards
kind of,
this.
yeah.
Oh,
No.
that's where Vane is. Flying more towards this direction, right over here, getting in the center of
Does it
you
get
all.
out of Vane's?
Yes.
It does. Vane gets an attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
6.
Wow.
Damn it.
Vane tries to swipe, going through the blurred image of the skull.
I
This
keep
is gonna be the
rolling
world's
2s and 3s
longest
for
combat
Vane.
because we
Oh,
can't
yeah.
hit it.
I
All
don't
right.
think I brought the rest of my dice either, so I don't think I can just take
And
it out.
it is now.
Maybe.
It is now
I have
about.
no dice.
It's now
What do you want the
floating.
nice ones?
It's floating 10 feet above the ground, about
I
10
bless
feet.
these dice.
10
Wait.
feet above the ground,
Those ones
10
are open.
feet
I don't know
from
which
the
one
I'm
is
gonna
it.
take
That's
a
why
look
I'm
at the
looking.
box.
It's
Huh?
20 feet away
Let me
from
take
you.
a look.
Conlon.
What's up?
It's 10 feet above the ground, 10 feet away from you. So 10, 10. And it's going to make 2 fire rays attack. One at Bracket and one at Jinrash. The one at Bracket is going to be a 15 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Alright.
Doesn't
And then the
hit.
one at Jinrash is going to be a 14 to hit.
Don't hit.
2
They're both
bursting
like,
rays just coming out from his eyes. You blocking one off your sword. Jinrash is ducking out of the side, moving it from its blade.
Technically, me crossing the swords and hitting against both swords.
Alright,
Oh, where's
doing
That's
that
how you
and
shield
flinging
with
off from the
swords.
side. Jinrash is blocking with with either his axe or just dodging out of the side. Alright, after that Bracket, it is your turn. It's 10 feet in the air and right over the waterway from you.
Yeah, I can't get close enough to it because I can't fly right now.
You can't hop over. You can try to jump to attack because you can jump.
Know what? Hell, let's try.
Alright,
So I run
you
over.
jump over the 2-foot waterway from there.
I don't know if I actually can fit
You
Bracket
can be
underneath.
right underneath it, and then you can jump up, jumping up without the a high jump without moving 10 feet, or actually you can high jump from that jump over there, and you can get, I believe, if I remember correctly,
Double check this before we decide.
yes, to know exactly how high up you can go.
Find some
One
dice I like.
second.
I'm finding some that are rolling well. I like some of them, but they weren't rolling well anyway.
I picked up this one.
Jumping, high jump. When you make a long high jump,
The ones I liked the most weren't rolling well.
The ugly
Usually
ones
how it
are.
works.
I don't know why that is. Yeah, that's not. Like, I love, like, this one. And this one.
3 plus your strength modifier plus half of your body for your arms. So 3 plus your strength,
mine
7.
Yeah.
Plus half of your arms, plus half of your body, 10 feet. You can make it at jumping,
Doesn't roll.
swipe, and swing with your sword to try to
17.
attack it.
Can I technically swim with both swords? That's an action.
Yeah,
Bonus
sure.
action.
Yeah.
It's
You
not rolling
can,
well.
yeah,
for me at
I'll
all.
let you do that
Okay,
while
I'll
in the
put
air.
these
So
two
make
back.
one attack roll, disadvantage with the radiant. Which one are you attacking with first?
Radiant Ripper first.
Alright,
then...
roll an attack with disadvantage.
Yeah.
If I hadn't had this
8
advantage, I would've
plus.
used
I'm
them.
adding what? It's strength and.
Strength plus your
Bless you.
proficiency.
Oh, okay, then we're fine.
What is it?
12, 14.
14.
14 hits, roll damage.
Oh crap! I now need to
And
go. All my dice.
Roll a d100 to see if you get the extra damage.
Oh, I know. That's what I said. I need to get some dice. This will take
Would
Bracket
you
a
say that
second.
14 just hits?
14, a little bit above hits.
Okay.
So,
Just trying to see how far I can
What do you
push
need
it.
exactly?
well, I'm grabbing from
I
my
have
dice island.
disadvantage though,
So it's Radiant Ripper. So it's
Roll a d100.
Okay, I'll do the D100 first. 0 and 50.
So unfortunately, no additional effects, so just a D8.
Yep, okay. Grab my D8. 5 plus
Smite it!
6. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna add Divine Smite, because it says after I know I hit it.
Smite
You
the
can
shit
use
out of
Divine
it.
Smite. It takes away a spell slot.
I will live.
Roll 2 additional D8.
Hell yeah.
Yay. Oh, my head
And
starts.
that's 2d8 radiant, right?
At least it is.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so that
Burn
one
it.
was.
Burn it.
Oh, oops, that was a 10. Sorry, I got the wrong die. Let me try that again with the right die. Oh, 8. It's cool. It's still the max. 8 and 8.
16.
So what is all the
16
damage?
plus 6 plus 5.
16, 22, 27.
27.
And I still have hit sword to hit it with.
27 points of damage. You cut and just tear a sliver right across its face. Its jaw is just hanging slack down.
Cool, I get to hit with the
Oh,
other
yeah,
sword.
we're-
Roll another attack with
Maybe.
disadvantage.
Oh, do I have to
What
roll
the
2
fuck
separate
is
attacks? Oh,
going
that
on
sucks.
right now? Fargus is gonna kill it by himself. Just be like, get out of here.
16.
So that's 13.
13. 13 just hits. Roll damage without adding your modifiers.
Yeah, I know, so it's just, where the hell is the thing is? So it's just the 1d8.
Oh, actually, hold on. -2, because you're not dueling, is when you're only wielding one extra hit. So that 2 that you had from the first thing, that is not acquired.
I
So a
know.
little bit less damage,
So
but
this
now
is
you're just rolling the
1d6.
D8 without
someone who's
any
a
of
deer.
your
We didn't add the
modifiers.
the extra 2.
He said a +5 before, which would have been his
No, it's
plus
plus
4.
6.
+6, +4 strength, 2 for dueling. So it's
Yeah.
-2
Oh.
from that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So roll a D8 and see what damage you do.
It's technically, the plant whacker's a d6, you said.
No, it's not a short sword. It's a long sword.
Oh, okay, then why is it wrong when you put it into the thing?
I'll fix it.
That's your fault!
It's a long sword.
That's
so
a you
D8.
problem.
7.
7 points of damage. As Bracket jumps up, slashes once, cutting through half its jaw. Another one, wide slice, smashing right across its eyes. The crystal flames, its eyes crack apart, and the flame just... the skull falling to the ground.
What the hell just happened?
We just murked that bitch.
It's called, it's my 2 swords!
Yeah, but I'm gonna be like, everyone calm down though, because he said something about something being a puppet, so I don't know if
Wait.
this is fully over.
Wait, no.
The skull has now just fallen. Its 2 halved remains just falling into the right onto the floor below where we're standing, right at Bracket's feet.
Can
It
I
said that
investigate
its
it?
master was hiding something. So
Yeah.
check the vampire for stuff.
As you okay, roll a perception check.
And can I investigate
I-
the skull?
I roll a
I
perception
still-
check.
Yes, you said you were
Can I roll investigation?
I still want to just cut off its head.
Can I roll
The
investigation
vampire,
for
that's his
this?
Yes.
job. Him
Give me
as a
1
vampire,
second.
he's
Yeah, you can
professional.
roll, but let me know afterwards.
Still want to just decapitate.
9.
9.
I'm
You
rolling
tr-
so
Right,
bad.
that was awesome.
Why did I roll one
Yeah.
of my
I know it
die
was.
that we're rolling badly?
You turn over to the creature, and you can see the
General
blood
technical
that has
damage.
fallen from the ceiling. The blood from the ceiling has started to flow from that way, falling and mixing into the water, falling into the pool where that vampire-esque creature is there. The water slowly rising up the level, touching her feet, and you can see the blood trickling up her skin.
Can I try to
moving all
flick
the way
the
up.
level again to see if it'll do anything now?
You flick the lever. Nothing
not
is reacting
doing
So
to
the blood is
The
trickling
blood
up
is
her?
trickling up the vampire's face, and as it gets to her up to her face, going up to her eyes, starts bleeding out the side, and she just turns and looks at you guys, and her mouth.
Great.
Hey,
And
vampire
inside-
killer!
And inside, you notice she has no tongue, and there's a key just standing out of her
And I'm
mouth.
gonna go, oh, I don't want to put my hand inside of a
Hey,
vampire.
vampire murderer, can you go grab that key?
Can I just take it?
She doesn't have a tongue.
This is the key.
Yeah, I wish you guys would have fucking you their
I was just gonna take off her head.
capture.
And at this exact moment, as the key goes, you guys
Yeah,
hear
can
through
I
the
grab
whole
it?
chamber just a.
Oh, yay, more.
Are more
Almost
coming?
like
Great.
wind blowing through a crackling flame, just filling the chamber, the entire space around you. It's almost as if there's fire coming up in the air, just wind blowing through it, and then it dies down, and all you see is this vampire crucified just looking at you with key in its
Could
mouth.
I reach
She can't
its
move
mouth?
it?
I told
It's
him
got
to do
teeth.
it.
Okay.
That's why I told
You reach towards his mouth.
Can I reach it?
You can.
I'm a little short.
You
You
stand.
can't reach it.
If you do
I'm
stand on top
standing
of
right
the water
next to
side,
it.
you can possibly reach it, but it'd be a jump afterwards.
I'm also standing right next to it. I was just investigating it.
Oh,
It looks like you'd be able to jump and try to grab, but
I
you
have
can't
the
just
most
standing
health
up.
right now.
I
Can
know,
I
but
reach
No.
it just
I have full
on my
health.
feet?
I have
I'm
43.
fine.
okay, but
I have
I'm
49.
reaching
So,
as group.
so Naresh wants to reach over towards it. Who else is trying to reach? Is it just one person or multiple
Oh,
people?
wait a second.
Everyone
I
goes to
still
her
want to
face.
just cut off its head, guys.
No, I'm gonna scream the voice of reason. Guys, let the vampire hunter, who's professional to doing this shit, deal with it.
I still don't think
I
we're
agree.
supposed to kill her though. I'm gonna
I'm
stand
still
in the
saying
back
he
corner.
should get the key though, because he knows how to deal with vampires personally.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand in the back corner and be like, don't kill her, but just get that thing out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'm gonna let Naresh do it. We've lost Naresh's audio.
Okay, I can do that.
Except he's
Well,
the
I'm
only
gonna
one
grab
who can't heal, but okay.
I'm gonna grab a stake from my
I know
pack,
that.
and I'm gonna stake her through the heart,
Why? We just said don't kill
which I
her,
know
just get the key.
paralyzes her.
It paralyzes.
It doesn't
kill her.
matter. I feel like you should still... Well, I don't know that.
Doesn't kill her. It paralyzes
He
her.
explains this while he's doing it.
Give me one.
I'm still upset
I
in
just
the
told you
background.
that.
I'm still upset in the background.
Give me
Yeah.
1 second.
And then I'm gonna grab the key as she gasps in terror.
Give me 1 second.
What? Do you have to see? We have to do other things.
No, give me 1 second. I'm just checking the stake in the heart because I believe it has a secondary thing.
Stern rub. Stern rub with the stake.
Yep.
Really freak it
You
out.
stick a stake through her heart, and she's still just moving about, just looking at you.
She's still moving? Oh.
You know it needs to be in her coffinic structure, and she's not in her coffinic structure at the moment.
Oh.
Uh-oh. She doesn't
Oh,
look paralyzed
Okay,
to me.
well then fuck me. I just take the stake out and then jam it in between her mouth.
You
Oh, so keep her mouth open so
Alright.
she doesn't bite you?
Where are you aiming it? Like just straight in her mouth? Or are you trying to prop it open? Like what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm propping it open so she can't bite me as I grab the key out of her mouth.
You stick it the stake in her mouth. For the
Like
sake,
alligator style.
roll an attack roll just to see if you like actually properly. If she's trying to resist it. So you have to see. Do you hit?
Let's go.
This will be
I
your
rolled a nat 20.
20.
So he does.
All right. You stick the stake and it just into the side of her mouth. Her head is now slacked to the side of the stake there,
God, that
and the
noise
key
is
is
horrible.
just hanging outside of her mouth.
Oh, did I stream freeze that? Oh no, he's still reading.
Get the key.
Cool. Okay, so I get the key.
You grab the key.
And I retrieve my stake as well.
You pull it out, and it's almost like it was held on by the remainder of her tongue, and you reach it out. You see the inside, the last bit of her tongue out the end of her throat, just moving around a little bit. Stake pulls out, and she just looks at you all, staring back and forth.
Oh yeah, she can't talk. She has no tongue.
But I'm gonna go,
Almost
guys, she's
like it
laughing.
seemed like she was laughing
Yeah,
at
she's
you all.
laughing.
I'm
I
gonna
don't like
talk
the
to
sound of that.
her. I'm gonna say, you fucking suck. Bye. Enjoy eternity in this fucking pit, bitch.
She looks over at Nock and just...
I'll go, she's smiling and she's laughing, so I feel like taking that key might have been a bad idea.
Well, we'll find out together.
No,
And she
she's
just-
just trying to creep
She
you
just gets
out.
quiet, and her eyes open, the blood still trickling down her eyes, just looking at all of you.
Alright, I'm probably staring at her also again in fascination. Like, I probably moved forward and just standing in front of her at this point, being like, that really is what they're supposed to look like, huh?
This is the first time since you have been a 5-year-old child that you have seen a true vampire.
Which is why I'm probably in front of her, literally, like, frozen. Like, wow.
Closer. Her getting closer. Alright. She's just staring at you all, just silent.
Can't decapitate her now?
I don't know if we should kill her.
I don't think we should kill her. Let her rot.
She's not gonna
Hey,
rot.
Naresh, how long
Well,
does it take for a
that's-
vampire to die without food?
She's getting fed.
Yeah,
They
it was
won't
blood
die
guys.
without food. That's the thing. They'll just paralyze.
Hmm.
So I think we should just.
She wasn't moving because she wasn't being fed blood and there was blood coming out of her eyes. Here we are. Okay.
It's
But she's
coming
still
from-
gonna be stuck down here forever.
Oh
So
yeah,
like,
I know.
it still suck.
It's as fitting a punishment as any other, but I still wish that we would kill
Does
her.
the Does the
kinda
door
like a
behind
mercy
us have
kill.
a lock, like a lockable thing on it?
Nope. As soon as you guys.
It doesn't have like a little latch.
As soon as you guys opened that door to the room, there was just the first door that you opened up. There was no latch.
There was
it just
no latch.
opened wide.
Okay. I was
You
thinking
now
I
have
could
the key.
lock her
And
in
this
here.
vampire is like, I kind of like
Maybe
Kyron.
we should kill her.
Kyron's probably just looking at her, being like, I wonder if, like, cause she's like probably looking at her, being like, I know you didn't do it, but I wonder if,
Oh shit.
cause vampires killed the most important person in my family, so I'm probably looking at her like, I know you didn't do it.
She's
But if
probably
you were
gaining
there-
strength the longer we stand.
For the same point.
She
Thank
might
you
try
for
to
this
follow
creepy
us.
noise.
That and when you guys knew that they don't die when they get
Can I
killed.
say like, can I literally like,
Oh,
Kyron
right.
might have like a mental breakdown.
No,
at that
wait,
point.
if we kill her, then she's just gonna go back to her coffin somewhere.
Exactly.
We're not gonna do that.
We're not killing
Fuck
her.
that.
Because then she can heal.
Yeah, no.
Kyron's probably having a
horrible
breakdown,
idea.
though, being like,
that's why we have to kill her with
Saying her
running water.
grandpa's name underneath her.
Oh,
fucking-
so you think we should take her down and throw her in the water?
Yeah.
I wouldn't take her down, cause then she can't attack us.
Oh,
What
well,
about
you could.
fire? Would
We
fire
could
work?
pull the. She's getting stronger while we're standing here, guys. Let's move fast.
Please stop doing that. Like I know you're doing
I
it for
understand
effect.
Wait,
but,
wait,
like,
wait, wait,
stop
I got a
doing
better
it.
idea.
Continued sounds because people are not going to watch the stream and
Wait.
they hear this the whole time.
Why don't we just cut off the legs? It won't go up her arm.
Can we just leave and lock the door behind us?
We can't lock the door.
What the fuck?
That's why we
No.
need
That's
heals.
what I was
You can still
asking.
close the door. There was no lock to the. Actually, yeah, there's no lock to this door.
So she can get out.
Yeah.
Well, she is pinned to the
She's
wall.
pinned to the wall.
But
But if we cut off her legs, wouldn't we could the water
There's-
won't
I
run
wish there was
up
a, like,
her
I wish I
feet.
had like there was like spray bottles invented. I'm just so spraying her in the face. Like,
We don't have that bit yet.
I know. I
Do we
wish.
think that we could cut off her legs? How much damage would it take to cut off
I have
a
an axe.
person's
I just
leg?
whack right at the joint.
you can see how.
Do we want to do it?
I really
What
want to
does the
try this.
vampire hunter think?
Do you think we should cut off this lady's
About cutting the
legs?
vampire's legs off so she can't get away?
Yeah.
No, not so she can't get away.
So she's
So
her
that the
feet aren't in the
blood
Is it
doesn't
gonna-
run up her legs.
Her feet just dangling in the water. Her toes just barely touching the
So
blood.
cut off her off by the ankles. Just cut off her feet.
Yeah, cut off her feet.
We can do both.
Oh, that's the other thing, actually. So what is the actual master plan? I'm so sorry.
I want to just cut her legs off at the knees.
So her feet aren't in the bloody water.
Yeah.
So the blood can't travel up her body
I
and
think
feed
that's a
her.
good idea.
So the blood can't feed
Okay.
her anymore.
Do it.
I will
Attack roll.
say to try to do
She might have
non-lethal damage
serious like core
because
strength
if
and
she
kick us a
dies,
bunch.
she gets away.
I understand.
No,
Yeah, if
Yes.
we kill her, she
Yeah.
gets, she gets
Just
If we
won't.
kill her, she gets away. So try to do
Cutting her legs
off won't
kill
non-lethal
her.
damage.
So don't go at the knee, go at the ankle.
Well, we want it far enough
Non-lethal
away.
damage.
no, we want to.
You can specify to do non-lethal damage, correct?
Yes,
No,
you
I'll
can.
just cauterize the wounds.
Yeah, he's. Oh, can you cauterize the wounds of a vampire?
If you are specifically trying not to kill her, you will not kill her, is what I am saying.
Yeah, just say
Yeah.
non-lethal damage.
Staring at you all, just.
Do it.
You can do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
As we're all
non-lethal
talking
damage to
about-
cut off her
We're all
legs.
talking about cutting off her legs, and she's like,
Teeth bares.
and Kyron, like you guys were probably all talking about it, but Kyron probably was still just staring at
I'm
her
still
the whole time.
standing
Oh, is
flat.
there a way we could smash
Okay.
her teeth out, too?
Wait, everyone back away so I can do this so I don't hit any
Fine,
of
I'll
you.
back up.
Kyron's still like,
I'm already
Everyone
not that
takes
close
a
to them.
scoop.
Her head just moving forward, trying to reach at you, but it can't move far enough.
you're pinned to the wall, bitch. Stop
Do
it.
it. Roll your attack roll. Okay.
10,
Plus things.
I mean, she's
13,
pinned to a wall.
16.
She can't have a high
You take a
AC.
slash at her first
18.
ankle, just making a hit and hitting rolled damage
Oh no, you said knees, right?
at her ankles. Okay.
No, you
roll
said
damage.
knees. I said knees again. But
Whatever, knees.
knees and ankles are very different parts
Non-lethal
of the body.
damage.
D12.
Not lethal damage.
But you are trying to cut off her leg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Not
that.
killing her.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not trying to kill her.
I'm just trying to cut off.
Piercing.
Did you do like
4.
Oh my
4.
god.
You
Just
slash
limbs.
into the ankle, and it's now hanging. It's still attached, dangling in the water, but it's just hanging.
Take a
Still
second
attached to
swing.
her. Just
I'm just gonna take my dagger now and just slice the remainder of it
and you just start just carving through the rest. She's just gnashing down, trying to reach at you, but she can't. And you cut her ankle off, falling, plopping
Knee.
to the water,
Knee.
just floating down.
Knee.
Okay,
I feel
Anthony,
super
half of her
evil.
leg falling down.
Yeah, I'm like.
No, what? The paladin says
she's
this is
a good
okay.
vampire.
She's definitely not a
a
good
good vampire.
vampire.
She's a good vampire. She would have said hi.
And
She has no tongue.
She has one half of her leg left. The left leg is still dangling, touching the water.
I'm gonna do it
The
again.
blood slowly trickling up the right side of her face. It fades. It's just coming out of her left eye now.
I'm standing
I'm
on
gonna
my
do it on the
knock, literally just
Roll
going,
an attack
I
roll.
can't watch this.
Oh,
13.
you did it.
16.
You did it.
Yeah.
Hit. Roll damage.
You did it.
I'm actually gonna walk Kyron out of the room because
Yeah.
I understand that this is a little too much for her.
Knock
That
and
was
Kyron move out of the room
7.
behind the door,
7.
just watching out of the way. You take that, it's hanging by a thread now. She's just still lashing out. Just, you see
Yeah,
the blood
finish it
going
right
up
off.
a little
Finish
bit.
off with the dagger.
The other leg falls. Just the blood
Yeah, you're
start
not
coming
made
out,
for
slowly start
torture.
fading. And once it gets out dry, the last bit comes out. Just
It's okay. This is for the best.
fading to the side. The room now silent.
I know.
Well, that was fun, everyone.
And that
Well, it's not even like.
is where we will end
It's
tonight's
not even
session.
like torture. I think it's more so Kyron has always had such a
Nice.
fascination. It's the first time she's ever seen a vampire.
Okay.
And the first time she sees it,
All right.
torture it.
Are we about
And
to
it's
hit
like,
end?
oh
So-
shit. Okay.
The first major part of this dungeon crawl. You guys did quite a bit. You learned a little bit
Oh crap! I'm not even
about
on
everything.
OBS.
All right. This was quite an adventure, guys.
Yeah.
This actually wasn't that much of a disaster.
No, it was.
Except for Vane.
Rolled shit.
For Vane.
She rolled
Shit.
real bad.
Oh, okay.
Blur spell.
Love her though. She's
So we
before
tell
the
me when I'm
blur
ready to
spell,
hit
too,
end.
though.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining this part 1 of the full dungeon crawl. Next week will probably be the last time we're streaming on Thursday. We're gonna be determining
Maybe.
when we're moving.
Or the week
from
after,
that.
we'll
It
tell
is
you.
determined. We will let you know. Follow us on Twitter,
To be
Instagram.
determined.
We will follow that information. We'll also let you know on the next stream. Until then, thanks for joining the disaster.
Enjoy!
Catch you guys
Thanks,
later.
Disaster Master.